Yo, AGP World, AGP Universe. It's your boy Sean Peoples. I'm here with the AGP family. What's going on, AGP fam?
Hi.
Tonight we're gonna
What's
have a
up?
great discussion about men are from Mars, women are from Venus, just how men and women operate differently when it comes to relationship and the double standards in relationship. Man, let's get this conversation started. Yep, AGP World. Here again, it's a great day, man. It's a great day. Everybody doing fine. Everybody doing good. Let's start off by introducing the cast members, the panel members. Uh, let's start off with Shari. What's going on?
What's going on? What's going on? Happy to be here, ready. Got a little spicy tonight. It is Thursday.
It
We're going
is.
to keep
It
a
is.
little righteous, and then we'll keep a ratchet. Okay?
I'm gonna keep it a lot of ratchet tonight.
Sound like mostly ratchet to me.
Yeah.
A lot of ratchet tonight.
Tomorrow is Friday. Everything is wonderful. Yes, happy to be here with my family.
AGP World gonna talk about me today because I'm gonna be very ratchet tonight. I ain't even gonna
Ratchet it is.
Ratchet it is then.
But on a scale of Boosie, how you feeling tonight?
Let's see. I'm feeling real number 3.
Number three.
Yeah, number 3.
I figured deals you. Yeah, man. Oh Jeezy, what's going on with you?
You know I do it, man. Living and loving life. AGP World, we here. What's up, family?
You good out there? Hey, weekend,
yeah.
how your week was? Everything's running good so far?
Everything is lovely, man. Like Cherie said, tomorrow is Friday, so we got something to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
The weekend
Yes.
is almost here. I'm loving it. So I gotta ask you too, man. On a scale of Boosie, how you feeling?
Number 9.
Number 9.
Like,
You're number 9 on the scale of Boosie, bro.
I'm 9 and out, man. I'm 9 and out.
No, 9 and out. I feel you. All right. I hear that. Oh man, I do crazy. T, what's going on, girl?
What's up? Here, blessed by the best, ready to get it on and popping. Ready for the weekend to be here. Scorpio season is getting ready to start, and somebody about to have a birthday. I'm canceling October 23rd. Well, according to my mama, because every year, 41 years will be this Saturday, but every year on this day, I get a phone call from my mama saying, "Hey, boo boo, happy birthday."
Maybe she knows something you don't know.
She knows something. Hey, listen. I haven't figured it out yet, but every year we have the same conversation. She's so excited, and she calls me so early to make sure she's the first one.
Sound like my pops always call me on my mama's birthday instead of mine.
At least he calling you. At least he calling you.
That's all about. Kayla Boosie, how you feeling?
Well, I'm starting off as the number 1. Anyone who knows me know that's how I'm feeling right now. But talking to short man, I might end up like number 6. Depends on what side of the fence he on today.
Already.
I might be tiptoeing on the fence.
Okay. Well, so it begins. As in the beginning, so it shall be at the end. Mr. Razor, what's going on with you, my brother?
Ain't nothing. I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling here. It was a wonderful day today. The weather was nice as I predicted. It was good. I'm so good at this weather predicting thing, man. I might become a meteorologist. my forecasting is I'm better than the thermometer, the barometer, the
Don't
rain
don't
gauge,
quit
the
your day job.
anemometer.
Don't quit your day
I'm
job.
thinking about that too.
Don't
I'm
quit
thinking
your day
about.
job.
Hey man, you see that I'm here the whole night tonight, so
Oh man, he
Oh,
quit
highly,
already.
snap. Hold on
that's
now.
highly in
Oh,
the
He quit
consideration,
already.
man.
Okay, okay.
You sound real happy tonight, brother. On the
Yeah,
scale,
yes.
he's fired up, man.
on the scale of Boosie, where you at?
I'm in the
Yeah.
middle. I'm staying in the middle, man. You
Fired up.
know,
Middle what? They like three in the middle.
I'm in the five. I'm five, right in the
Five.
center.
All right. Yeah, boy. You don't look happy. You look suspicious right there. You look suspicious, boy. I don't know. Oh no.
Y'all lit,
Lolena,
man.
what's going on, girlie?
Hey y'all! Happy Thursday! It's my favorite day of the week again. I'm happy to be here. Mhm. I'm ready for the weekend too. This is going to be a great weekend.
No benders.
Popping and starting. Everybody looking forward for the weekend. The weekend do be popping at times, so you know.
Mhm.
So on the scale of Boosie, where you at with it?
Number 7.
You at number 7? Okay, if you see it's a good night for you already. I can see. It's a good night. Seems like it's a wonderful night.
Mhm.
Yeah. So AGP world universe. Let's get the discussion good. So find out the whole fam. Everybody is doing okay. So let's start this conversation. The concept of men are from Mars, women are from Venus is actually a 2 to 3 part series. So we might be doing a part 2 next week or the following week after that, because there's so much information in it that we can cover. But I want to start off by just talking about the numbers game. When you say the numbers game, I mean body numbers game. And I say body numbers game. I guess I gotta explain that again too. How many people you done smash? I'm not gonna ask the cast that, of course, but does it matter to the cast in a relationship? Let's go on the panel and ask everybody, starting with Cherie. Cherie, does a body count of the person that you're with matter to you?
No, as long as I'm not around them, I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really care about. Well, hold on, let me stop.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Not think about it. Wait a minute. Because if I go somewhere and I hear me, I did, I'm like, well, did the whole club? Yeah. Let me rephrase that. Yeah. So will kind of make me a little
Community.
uncomfortable. Yeah. Like, yes, it does count. It does count. If I hear like one or because this is a small circle but if it's like every time I turn around is somebody, yeah,
You just got to stop turning around.
Look straightforward.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Tunnel vision.
But the way the mouth be, I can't.
Pisces, big up yourself, yo. Yeah, but Sharp man, what about you? Comment section. I see y'all out there. Y'all answer the question too. Does the past matter when it comes to partners? How many the body count matter to you? You know.
I mean, you got to put into perspective here. I mean, you. I mean,
I didn't even mean to laugh.
We got to put it in perspective.
I mean,
Oh, man.
you have to be particular. You have to be particular about that kind of thing, right? Like Cherie said, you don't want to walk into place and looking around and everybody that knocked it down.
Bang bang,
exactly. This ain't the bowling alley. I'm just saying. So listen, a couple things. First of all, don't nobody want none of that and anything else extra that's going around. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on, and also we don't want to be like where the walls at.
Yeah. Can't find them.
we don't want to be like that. So listen, on some levels, it's important if it's somebody you're trying to be serious with. But I mean, if you're trying to join the crew, if you're trying to join a group and be on the body count group, oh, go ahead. But if you're trying to be serious, then you might want to.
One of the crew can hit it too situation. It's definitely a situation that spousal situation. That's
hell no! Oh no! Hell no!
You can't put a ring on it if you got too many.
Ladies, Carrie, big up yourself. Big up yourself, Carrie. Carrie, big up yourself. Mrs. Short Woman, big up yourself. Also, see you in the comment section from Shirley tonight, aka Early. T, what about you, Shorty? How you feeling about that whole situation? That whole synopsis I just said. Do you feel like the smash record counts for you in picking somebody you want to be with?
No, it doesn't. To me, it's more about the quality versus the quantity. Because if you got a smash record and everybody just
so you're going off a reputation. You say, wait a minute, I want to try it too.
not reputation. No, that's not what I said. Not reputation.
What is it? What is everybody?
I said I look more at the quality of what a man deals with versus the quantity. You know what I mean?
If they are BBLs, then you good with it?
I'm not looking at the quality of her body. I'm talking about the quality of the woman. Because if you're running around smashing a whole bunch of Ruffles still skins, you're not even on my level. You know what I mean? You're not gonna bring me down to that. You know what I mean? Like
hey, I hear a lot of you
gotta have some quality.
I hear a lot of ladies talk like that till they get in the club.
Men don't understand when women see who you've dealt with in the past, and it's a bunch of raggedy, no class having women. You are dropping your property value.
Just say scallywag.
You are dropping. I'm trying to find a. We know.
You're trying to be polite.
I'm not talking about. That.
This is Thursday. Scallywags. Thursday.
Exactly. Scallywags. I'm not talking about who's cute. I ain't talking about she cuter than me, or I'm not talking about looks. I'm not talking about body. I'm talking about the quality and the character of that person. I don't want to be dealing with someone who dealing with a whole bunch of scallywags, and you're gonna have scallywags chasing you around thinking they on your level. You know what I mean? Now, if I'm somewhere and everyone is dealing with the person I'm dealing with, you need to exit stage left. Stage left. That ain't a good. Yeah, somebody needs to change their scenery some kind of way.
I hear you.
Shoot, got to change it up, move to a different venue.
So what about you, Razor? Does the body count matter when you picking somebody you want to be with, your girlfriend? We don't want to confuse the situation like Short Man did for the people. It's only for the wifey. We ain't talking about. I already know you will pick up from where Short Man left off. If she ain't, we just talking about.
I mean, Razor's gonna say as long as it's not whoredom. Hey, what Dre said, as long as it's not whoredom, okay?
Listen, man. You got darn right it matters to me.
Okay. The answer we have ever received from Razor. Let's do it.
We didn't have to go around the corner, around the block. We didn't have to call Dora in the map and the backpack.
Let's go to church today. He ain't lying.
Hey man, it was a nice weather outside, man. It did something to my soul today.
I ain't gonna lie. I get it. I feel you.
Yeah, man. But I me personally, just walking with a female, everybody looking at you like, man, look at you like you like Like, man, everybody done smashed, you know. You look at me like I'm the community too. I'm part of it, you know. They looking at me crazy.
Oh man. Bruh.
Hey, I don't want to be part of that community.
I feel you, my
It's
friend.
one of
The whole community,
the
man.
whole community, you know.
But Razor, y'all could just move somewhere and go somewhere else.
Definitely
Hey,
have to
that-
move. Definitely have to move.
That community.
Some people have done it.
And it worked for him. It worked. Did it work? Did
mean,
it work, Sheree?
They have moved, you know, in different lives. You be like, oh, they're so cute.
And then you ain't even know.
I mean, like if you find a stripper girlfriend and she nice, you wanna get with her, you got to move out of state or something.
Yeah.
It depends on how
Because everybody in the city already seen the goods.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey,
Well,
but
I mean, you know,
you still-
strippers be moving around on world tours and stuff nowadays.
Oh,
You know, they don't keep it local all the
Hey,
time.
find a state
They
that she's
travel.
not in.
Strippers travel.
It's statewide. It's statewide. Statewide.
Hey,
Coming to a city near you. Coming to a city near you.
okay, sweet Pisces.
Keep the cookie out of the jar. Keep the cookie out of the jar. But Lola, what's your thoughts?
No, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter to you?
Did your test come back good?
That's all that matters.
Yeah, there you go.
We good.
Is you clean? Is you clean?
Lola's lenient. Okay.
Perfect, Lola. But you know, the reason I asked the question is because pretty much all the women kind of agree with that to some sense. Even Cherie, even though she has a thought of how far it went. But it doesn't matter as much, I guess, if it's not a lot. But you notice that all the men, so most men, it matters to. That comes back to the men are from Mars, women are from Venus. The difference in how we characterize things. Some will call it double standards or triple standards or quadruple standards, whatever you want to call it, standards.
Infinity
I
standards.
didn't say it was right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The standard.
Right, but no,
That's the way it is.
It is what it
that's
is.
life.
It is what it is.
Most women don't care how many women they're
I want to say it better be no men.
I got a question. Is it because of the audio or anything? Is that what it is?
But do people
I think so. I do think so. I do think so.
You know,
Hey,
And mostly I think it's too more of the way society has put it, you know what I mean? Women
that's what I was
are,
leading to. Society.
yeah.
Society
Society says
built
that
different.
women are supposed to be.
Men are built different from women. So you do
Mhm.
have some women that do certain things, but like I always say, the exception isn't the rule. You know,
Mhm.
you got 20 women, and 3 out of the 20, it done smashed down the whole village, and they don't have a heart. They don't care about it. It doesn't bother them. Corey, big up yourself. You always come through and drop a thing on the podcast. Much respect for that, brother. They come through and do what they do, and their heart don't care. They don't. They do it. I know females that move like men. They sleep around. They do everything just like a man. They don't care. And some of them, it comes from being used so much, they just get tired of doing that. So they do it. And some of them is just they had so much of a rough time growing up. It just got crazy and crazy.
They just feel free.
They feel. Hey,
I am free. I don't live with them no more.
Like this.
So,
They don't ask, don't tell.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do people actually ask that question anymore? Like,
There's people
hey,
that
how you
do.
doing? What's your sign? How many people you with?
people, I don't think dudes come out and ask
Not
that. But
directly.
as you can see from the other guys on the panel, that it matters. So
yeah,
it's
if
not
you
a
go
question of
somewhere
us
and your
asking.
surroundings is bringing
But
it
not
out.
even that.
I get that.
Sometimes you know the type of girl you're dealing with. You realize after you meet somebody, you start having conversations with them, you start figuring them out, you start seeing that they're very promiscuous. So you start realizing that,
They be passing out them hugs. What Drake said about them hugs.
you got some girls that are crazy.
They got one too many brothers.
It's
not adding up.
They done smash
It's not adding up.
40 dudes in the community and expect you to take them serious. And that's just, I don't see how that's possible. But move on to this. What's a good number for ladies? Y'all can answer this too, because I think it's hard, but I'm gonna ask the guys first. I think it's hard to come up with a real number that's actually factual, because some girls, by the time they leave out of high school, they already got 10 bodies. So it's and I ain't even joking. We know girls that before they left out of high school.
That's true. That's true.
So true.
So short man, to you, what's a cutoff point? I know for me, before you answer, for me, the older I get, the more I realize that the cutoff point got to go up a little bit more. First it was 3.
It's a sliding scale.
Really, Sean?
15. And he's like, "Ugh."
The population has grown since then.
Well, I mean,
Denby was here. He would say 150.
well, I mean, the older you get, yeah, the cutoff point got to go up, because, you know, if you want to think about it, depending on what age ladies you're trying to get with, the cutoff point is definitely gonna be up. Because by the time she get to you, let's say you between 40 and 50, and she's 35, and she's 35. She probably slung a whole bunch of bodies already. So she probably over 50, 100 bodies.
A whole bunch of bodies.
No.
She done lost count.
So listen.
Abort.
Hey, in a perfect world, God would just send us one that hadn't been touched in the perfect world.
Reborn again. Boy, Dre in the house. Dre, big up yourself. Big up.
In a perfect world, that's what would happen. But listen, I don't think, and you know what? You know what's better? If you don't know, nobody wants to know. So keep it to yourself. Nobody wants to know. Keep it to yourself. Nobody wants to know.
I think
nobody wants to know.
Don't even think about it.
Don't ask the question.
Even though you might don't want to know, you want to know.
You curious.
Now listen,
if you don't want to be with somebody that people don't.
I've never thought
Check
that.
this out. Nobody
That could be a woman. That's a woman thing.
If the first time you get with her, she doing Kama Sutra. If she's doing Kama Sutra, you gotta be careful. She might have been around way too much. She might know a little too much.
Nobody want a hoe. That's plain and simple. Nobody wants.
I mean, I've talked to someone and then just found out, like, whoa, every time you turn around, it's like, they were with a lot of people. You had no idea, but I don't think I wanted to know that though. Like,
Sweet Pice is a hater. So
yeah, I think I just assume guys be sleeping with everybody and everything. So
stop judging books by the covers.
Remember, there are exceptions to that rule.
There are. Exactly. There's always exceptions. You know what I mean? Very low percentage. But
oh, man, I want your answer, man. Give me a number, man.
I mean, that's arbitrary, right? We're just picking a number.
Yeah, give me a number, man. You think we ain't in court? You can't get convicted next week.
No, listen. Hey, you ideally want to be the second or the third one, right?
Ideally. First.
Yeah. Well, that would be perfect.
Yeah.
But
y'all getting nuns at this age? At this age, y'all getting nuns?
They don't even make virgins no more. Women come out with 2 kids already.
Now, right. Check it out. Now, if you could go convert a nun, that'll work out.
Yeah. They come out with 2 kids. They be like, "Hey, I just had a baby, and here's her 2 babies."
Oh my God.
Dreo said 3's the limit, so you better not say no more than that.
Listen, I just said that. You'd like to be number 3. You'd like to be number 3.
That's so unrealistic.
Yeah, that's very unrealistic. Like I said, it's a double standard. But like I said, some of these chicks,
it is a double standard. That's why we're doing it.
But they leave high school, they done smashed 10, 15 dudes already. So I remember being in high school and we smashed chicks. I remember
they got more bodies than years in life.
I remember particular chicks smashing all the dudes that had any type of little reputation. You might think you was ugly this week, but your time was coming up. So you ain't even worried about it. You just like that, whatever. All of a sudden, Yep, it's my time. It's go time, baby. It's go time.
Put me in the game, coach.
Let's go.
I'm in the air,
Let's go.
coach. I'm ready. You know, Grayson.
Yo,
Little
you
stupid.
got,
Put me in,
yo.
coach. I'm ready. I'm ready, coach. I've been warming up all weekend, coach. I'm ready. Grayson, what's your number, man? What you thinking, brother?
Man. So let me give you my mathematical scenario.
Oh, God, wait a minute. Wait.
Oh, wow.
Hold on.
Crazy. It was so easy of an answer early. We gotta make up time. We gotta make up for lost time with the first
She got
answer.
10 boyfriends. Divided by maybe 2 of them touched her.
He was like, you know what? I actually made sense the first time. You know what? I messed up.
2 plus
So
2 is 4
my-
and 5 is 10. Just pick a number.
My mathematical scenario is
You should go be a weatherman, bro.
All right, so we're in high school, so we should high school. I give you about 5. You know what I mean? Throughout high school, let's say I'm a factor in 2 or 3 relationships, so that's maybe 3. So by the time you
college, what is she?
What is she going to college?
If she didn't go to college, if she
what-
went to
what-
college,
what-
that means she had more.
What if,
All right,
what if she didn't
all right,
have a
so-
relationship? She just had relations.
Let Razor go.
Okay, so
She didn't have relations.
we're gonna go to college. We're gonna go to because I miss college. So you made a valid point. All right, college will give her another 10.
50.
Really?
Is that
So
10 per
college,
year?
I give her another 10, 15. That's
She
50.
was busy.
Break for a good second, Razor, with your mathematical equation. Explain something to y'all out there that don't know. So when you send your daughter to college and the military, your daughter is getting smutted. Out there. Just letting you know.
Don't
Just
say
letting you
that.
know.
Cherie.
So-
Okay, I was gonna say.
Because I'm going to jump.
Y'all do know Cherie's daughter just went to college, right?
I'm running up on my knees talking about what you out here doing. So there is exceptions.
Let's be sensitive now. Let's be sensitive. Let's be sensitive.
There's exceptions to the rule. Don't be running up on Blondie talking about what you out here doing. Blondie chilling. She chilling. Because Carrie watching her. So she's
Yeah, she good. Carry out there.
Carrie
So
got it nice.
anything, he going to be like, hey, come here.
Hey,
Come here.
hey.
For the rest of you young ladies out
I
there.
can send a drone out there if you want.
Uncle Carrie out there. Thank you, Uncle Carrie.
She was like,
Yeah, tripping right now,
I'm
man.
sending my daughter to the
Every
military.
girl who go to college ain't,
We said
I'm
there's
sending my
exceptions.
daughter to- I'm
There's
sending-
exceptions to the rule.
Binoculars out there.
I just said that. Can I finish talking? There's I almost lost my train of thought for a second.
You pull a short man?
Yeah. It's Christ.
He's gone. He's out of here.
He's
out of here.
I'm like, yo,
He's out.
He's
out.
But anyway, like I was saying, for a lady telling me the other day that well, it wasn't the other day, it was a while back. I'm sending my daughter to the military to learn how to be responsible. I was like, okay. Literally, okay. That's what's gonna happen, man.
I'm gonna tell you what. The first day she get on base, the barracks gonna be lit up,
man.
The barracks be lit up.
Let's stop scaring these ladies short, man.
Hey,
Stop.
Hey, listen,
Crazy.
I was there. I was a witness. I was a witness.
Stop it.
Okay. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
I'm sorry I even brought this up.
Bird, really? Bird is on fire already.
Man.
Welcome to Thursday.
Yo.
Ratchet.
Thursday.
Man. Oh yes. Yes. We are here tonight.
Bird,
Yes.
It gets real.
In case she want a cup. No, I'm just playing.
The comments might escalate tonight. I'm not sure what's gonna happen.
Razor, finish your equation.
I'm gonna put my drink out.
Yes,
Okay,
Razor. What's your
all right.
number?
So let me finish my mathematical equations. All right. So we said high school.
Isn't a believer. Okay.
So high school was 5. We said college, I give 10. You know, you get out of college. Let's say you're in a relationship.
Bro.
Oh, you tripping? You smoking something?
We're gonna lowball it. We're gonna lowball.
Make it even 20. Make it even 20. Make it a 20 and just go.
Might as well make it even 20. Unless she in a relationship at some of that point in college, man, them future ball players, they getting some of that thing. Tell you that right now, they getting some of that thing. Them future NBA and NFL stars getting some of that thing.
Oh man.
It's ratchet tonight, people. It's ratchet tonight.
It's going down. It's going down.
I would go with 20, Razor. You 20 should cover. 20 should cover it.
Huh?
20 should cover it.
20. All right, 20. So we had 20. That probably at the age of 23, 24. You know, then maybe a relationship in 1 or 2. You know, so you know we're gonna start lowering the count. You know, let's say 2 or 3.
Lower? How can you lower the count? Once it's there, you can't take it away.
No, I mean lower the amount of bodies that's being added to the count.
Bro, you up, man.
I wrote you at 22 right now.
Okay,
I'm glad you keeping track, Cherie, because I was lost a long time ago.
You at 22 right now.
Okay, I'm at 22. So at the age of like 25 to 27, I'm gonna go about 30.
Hey, listen. Okay. Let's do this.
Wait. You're adding 22 to 30?
Hey, there's no limit. 52? There's no limit.
And 22, a couple of relationships that failed. Couple of relationships.
Your math ain't nothing right now, sir. Your math ain't nothing right now. Because you said 22, you said 30. So I'm like, are you adding 30 to the 22 to the
No. 30 total. 30 total.
30 total.
You might as well be like Master P, no limit, bro. Just go.
So I'm this is 30 total. So I'm saying I'll factor in it. 1 or 2 relationship plus a couple more. And yeah.
So you said 30. 30 is your number.
Send your kids to bed if you're out there, please. Don't have them beside you watching the screen.
Make sure little Lolita and little Lolette don't come on tonight.
If children can read, don't have them seeing this, please.
Yeah. I don't know, Bert. I think Bert had some mementos and all that type of stuff from drinking from early. Cause I'm surprised Felicia ain't here. If you and Felicia get here together,
oh gosh,
we have to shut the live now. She and Felicia get here together. But hey, it's funny that Razor math, but women. Before I even start asking y'all, let's be honest. We're not talking about yourself. On an average, how many men are single 25-year-old women? We ain't gonna talk about the exception. A single 25-year-old women throughout a year. How many men we think she's sleeping throughout the year?
4.
4. So like every 3 months. She got
one for every season.
Yes. Okay. that makes sense.
Put Lola in and she's shining.
That makes a lot of sense. Especially coming from Lola, that makes a lot of sense.
Lola for the win.
Lola got 40 points in the first half already. She going for that.
Lola said she changed them out every quarter. She changed them out every quarter like the stock market or something. I don't know. With our earnings report.
Yeah.
I like.
And if she in college, it's 8.
Ooh,
like 2 a semester.
Double it.
2 a semester?
I figured deals that.
I like that.
T, what you thinking?
I say 3.
You say 3? That's what I was thinking too. But I'm moving after.
It's kind of like a triangle. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest. She probably got 3 throughout the year. She got the main one. You know what I mean? Then she got the backup plan, and then she got the headmaster. So I say 3.
She keep going.
The headmaster always has to stay around. It's like the golden ticket.
Comment section. Hey, Lolina, read that for me real quick.
I think the number shouldn't matter because the majority of the females will not be totally honest about the count.
I believe.
Absolutely
Facts.
correct.
Hey,
Absolutely
If they have
correct.
their list written down on paper, they're gonna chop some off because they
Yep.
think it sound better
Mhm.
to
It go from here to
Mhm.
here.
I
Mhm.
whatever the number is,
She
times
she
it
only
by
gonna
3.
count, and then she only gonna count the serious relationships.
she
You know
gonna-
what I
she
mean?
gonna
The ones that there's evidence of.
It's three. It's always
She's
three.
gonna tell you the ones that she know you can find out about. She ain't gonna tell you the
Yeah,
ones
like the
when she
Yeah,
got
it's
smutted
three.
out
The
for a
answer is three.
weekend. She went out with her friends and got drunk, and her friend's homeboy ran in on her and
she
got
might
it
not
that
even
night.
remember them herself.
Exactly, and it happened. Yo, I literally had somebody that I hold to in esteem had a conversation with her, and she didn't even realize because I'm good with this. I've learned this over the years of talking to people. I guess it's kind of manipulative of me to do. I talk to people and they don't realize what they're doing because I'm a good listener. Everybody that know me know I'm a good listener. I'm a good advice giver. So you go from trying to hide what you're saying, but not thinking. This so relaxed in this conversation right now, and you
Yes,
let
get
your
the
guard
line.
down,
Get the line.
and you tell it. So she literally tell me something, and then when the question came back around, she lied about it, and that changed my whole appeal of her. You know, because you're trying to hide a situation from you. You can't subtract numbers from yourself because you feel like I don't know. That's I mean, for a man, that's scummish, scumbucket.
Scummish.
Scumbucket. How about you,
Do
Sheree?
you, do you really want to know?
I get
Of course, I want to know because that's what helped me make my decision if I want to be with you or not. I
If you want
just
to be with her, I
ain't
got you.
no man
What
want
else?
no more.
What else is in the closet?
Exactly. You know?
But
And
look
some
what
of them
Corey
got
said,
women. Some of them got women hiding in the closet too. They don't tell you about those. They don't tell you about the men.
though.
They don't tell you about the experiments they did at
They
college.
don't think the women count.
I
They
know.
don't count.
They don't tell you about the experiments they did at college. Trust me. All right.
They still doing some of them.
Sure.
I'm going with
Jesus, razor. Razor man over there.
no, I think 4 or 5.
4 or 5. I think that's decent numbers. Fellas,
4 or 5, yeah.
what y'all think, fellas? Short man. Razor, we don't want your math this time. Just give us
Because
an
you
answer.
not mapping that
What you
out.
think?
We don't need to know how you got to it. You don't have to. You don't have to write out the problem on the side
You
to
don't
solve
tell us
it.
how you got
Just
there.
put the answer.
Solve the equation. Don't tell us how you solve it.
What they say in school, you don't have to show your work. Just
Yeah,
do
don't show your work.
They always want you to show the work. You know, you don't get credit if you don't show the work.
He was trying to show the work.
Don't show us the work. Don't show us.
He was trying to show the work.
What you think, Short Mizzle?
Okay, so we want to know for women per year, right?
At age 25.
At age 25.
Age 25. How many guys per year? So,
Uh-oh.
as I like to be, listen. Here's the thing. This is not. It sounds simple, and it kind of is, and it isn't. It depends on the woman.
Short man.
Oh,
It depends on the woman.
Hey,
We
short,
already know that. We say give an average. That's what we say give an average.
I told you
There could be
already.
averages.
There could be a 25-year-old that doesn't get any all year.
I made sure I say we ain't talking about the exception. We're talking
And
about
I'm not talking about the exception either. I'm not even talking about the exception.
Dame
I'm
un
not even talking about the
número.
exception.
Average.
Get it out.
You know how to do
Y'all try to
average.
pin me
You
on
know
this
how to
simple
you know
stuff,
how to
man.
get an average done.
I know how to get an average done. Normally, I mean, simple answer, 3 to 4.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
most
Perfect.
women simple answer because most women they're stable. They want to be stable. They want to be into something. But 3 to 4 months is what stuff lasts because these guys run off sometimes, or they do something dumb, or she do something dumb.
or we just run off because we
too.
think you dumb.
But they just
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
was supposed
So
to.
yeah, I mean 3 to 4. 3 to 4.
3
Yeah.
to 4.
Yeah.
I can get with that.
Bird say 3 to 5. Hey, fellas, in the comment section, let us know what you think. Sweet Pisces says she think 1 because at 25 they're chasing behind one knucklehead that got them caught up. Yeah, but who is supplying them with that knuckle when that knucklehead is running around? I could agree that sometimes, because I know I've been around with girls that are chasing a dude, but she found time to.
She keep her ace in the hole.
She got a backup plan. A backup plan.
Get it?
She got a plan B.
Say your number.
She got plan B and the headmaster.
My number, I think. All right, let me answer for first. My number is I would like to say 7 to 10 for the first question, but I know that's very unrealistic because, like I said, women be lying. You meet a 30-year-old woman and she tell you that she only been with 7 dudes.
Tell you want to see the receipts.
Just realize that she's probably lying. I'm not, we know everybody ain't lying, but
not everybody.
Usually, like I said, the exception isn't the rule.
Yeah.
But for this one now, I would say I didn't take into consideration what Lola said. Let's say they're in college or they're working women, and I realize that women let y'all guards down when y'all get around a guy, and y'all think that he's whack, but then you realize, oh, he's cool. So now I started factoring college, the working women thing, having a little job. So I factor that in now. So I'm gonna say, like Lola, I'm gonna go about 5 or 6 throughout the year, because when you find out that we ain't ish and you run off to this dude and you find another one, and women usually compensate their hurt with sex. So
stop crying on shoulders. You know what happened after that. Stop doing it.
Lean on, become a mouth.
Not on the shoulder.
Stop crying on shoulders.
Dre said 8. I think 8. 2%.
2%.
Get off.
Corey had an answer here that I wanted to hit. Corey said, why do guys ask that question? When we know we cannot handle the truth.
Fact.
I don't think it's the fact that, before I finish reason, I don't think it's the fact of not handling the truth. It's the fact that I don't want to be with you if you're a bucket. That's what I want to know. We can still do our little thing, but if you're a bucket, I don't want to be with you. That's just why I want to know. We're going to look at her different. Definitely. That's why I'm asking, because I'm definitely going to look at you different.
Because you want to know if you got to cut your eye.
What if she found religion and changed her life?
Let me do the math for you guys.
Like, what if she found religion and changed her life? She don't want to be.
All right, she's 30.
Freak, no,
okay, follow me. She's 30, right? We're dividing it by 2. Now that's 15. Now we add 10 to that. That's 25. That's Razor number.
25.
Come on, Razor. Bro.
Look, Corey gave it short and simple.
I think see, Razor, there's always different ways to get to the equation.
Razor said he got time. He got time tonight,
But that's all.
Ladies. This I'm trying to find a nice way to say this.
There's no receipts.
Is why when it's time to for a lady to tell a man this, why do most women feel like it shouldn't be a question to ask, or it shouldn't matter to you, or stuff like that? And obviously you kind of know why it mattered to the guy, because that's why you don't want to tell him. You'll tell the guy about the dude that broke your heart last year and how he was a dog and how he did everything under the sun. But when it comes to that, you wouldn't want to tell. I kind of want to know why. Since Lola already talking, Lolina, why?
I don't think it's that. Well, you know what? I was personalizing this. I was gonna say I don't think it's that. It's just like, why does it matter?
I think it's none of the guy's business.
Right. It's what if you weren't here for whatever happened yesterday.
Yeah.
That ain't got nothing to do with you. So
I feel that. Sean, man, you sound like a liar.
I think like
I sound like a lawyer.
Like a liar.
Yeah, but you know why I'm gonna say something about that, Lola, because whenever you meet a female, They want to know about your past relationship. What
I
happened
know,
in your
yeah.
past?
But you're right. A lot of females do, but that's
They
what
do.
I was gonna say. And the reason why they're doing that is because they feel like okay, they know exactly like what y'all saying. They know y'all think that that's important. So then they like, oh, I don't want to say the wrong thing, and then he don't like me anymore. But
It's gonna happen anyway when I find out that you done smashed the whole community when we go home. When we go home and Bill, Bob, Johnny, Ringo, Lingo,
Never get the
Dingo,
truth.
all them walking past the house.
You should have did that research before.
How am I gonna do research if I ain't from where you from?
Cause she ain't gonna tell you. She ain't gonna tell you honestly.
That's why I ain't gonna find out till I get the way she live. That's when I'm gonna be like, why the hell Ringo, Dingo, Mingo, Lingo, Dingo, Fingo, and all them jingles coming around here just to see you every holiday? What was you, the community bucket?
that's why you have to walk in your truth, because if you own whatever it is that you got going on, it's nothing that anybody can say or do that's gonna be.
You're right, Lola. If it's 100, say it's 100.
Right.
Facts.
But if they ask you and it's 100 and you don't want to tell them it's 100, you could just say none of your business.
Word.
You gotta live with, but wait, after
that way you ain't lying.
With the fact that he gonna assume that it's a lot because I said none of his business, so now he don't want to deal with you.
But guess what? If you're a hot chick, he lost out.
No, here's the thing though, Sharp man. I was gonna hit that before I go to T. Oh, I should not. You know, I'm gonna wait. Until T and Cherie answer. Then I'm gonna put that part in. T,
why ain't let me tell my number though?
Oh, you ain't tell your number?
Go ahead. Put us in our place.
Y'all skip me.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead and hit me. Hit me.
I think that a good number is 69.
What?
You don't want to minus one? You don't want to minus one?
Hey, you know, I realized Lola lying her teeth off. You was the first one to give your answer, you liar.
No, I gave the answer about the 25-year-old, but I didn't give the answer about what I think was a good number for people.
Oh, okay.
That was my 69 was the number for that.
We're gonna add one to it, make it 70 or minus. T.
We're gonna round it off to the nearest 10th. We're doing math today.
Yeah, we get Professor Razor in the building.
Round it off.
T, what you got for us, yo? I can't even keep my.
I mean, I can honestly say, I've never been asked that question by a guy.
Me either.
Never. I've never in my life been asked that question by a guy that I was dating, that I was serious with, or anything. You know what I mean? I just, that actual question, no. But you know, like they said, if you can't handle the truth, don't ask. Me, I'm gonna tell you. Can you feel it? Is it clean? Then you don't have no need to worry about, you know, what's been there before. You know what I mean? Why does it matter? Does it feel good? Does it feel good when you touch me on the inside? If it does,
if the walls are intact,
mind your funky business.
If the walls,
you know what I mean? Mind your why does that matter? You know what I mean? Like, you know. Back in the day, I was like, that would just be my personal.
That's
my personal, you know. But like Lola said, I completely agree that if a man asks a woman that, she's gonna feel he's one of those people who feel insecure about the number. She's gonna be nervous, like, what's a good number for him? You know what I mean? Like, so then she's gonna try to give you a false answer. So asking is like stupid. That's like asking your man if he actually slept with the woman when he's standing there with his, you know, thing hanging out.
Wasn't me.
You don't really want to know the answer. You don't really want to know the answer, so you're not gonna ask. You're just gonna. I think, you know.
The thing is,
I feel like if a man has to think about that, you need to think about the woman that you're actually with.
That's why,
you know what I mean. If that's a question in your mind, that, you know, I wonder how many people this girl slept with, then you may not need to be dealing with her at all. Yeah, like,
I don't think it's that. I don't think it has anything to do with that, because you don't know what pond she fishing in, because you got shape shifting pond jumpers, so you don't know.
Not the corporate types
pretending like you on top of the globe acting like you so
But if they
innocent,
shapeshift,
acting
then you're
like
not really gonna know.
your whole world.
Oh, if they shapeshift, you're not gonna know if they
Yes, so
shapeshift.
that's why people aren't.
Oh,
And I don't think guys actually nowadays, as when I was younger, of course I want to know. When you're older now, it's not so much that you ask, you basically try to figure it out yourself. In conversations, you start talking when she start telling you about how Brandon did it wrong, then Pete did it wrong, and then you do raise a mathematician, and you like, that's 65 months. I
The
did it
math
wrong
ain't
already.
mathing.
that's a whole lot of wrongs.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of wrong happening right here. So you start doing that in your head. And you start putting that to yourself. As a woman, as a man, if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you. Do you want to know? That's the thing.
Yes.
Some people, like y'all said, can't take the thing. And the first of all, everybody talk about why wouldn't I want to know how many men my woman sleep with?
Why do you
Why
want to
wouldn't I
know?
want?
If she
Because that's
tell
what's
you
gonna
like
make,
50,
that's what's gonna determine to me if I want to be with that person. That's why I want to know.
But if she doesn't give you a truthful answer, do you really need to know that?
Yeah, I do need to know.
Because it like you said, it could come back to where she could lie to you, but just by
find out
talking
later.
to, because guys nowadays is not gonna, like you said, they're not gonna come and just ask you
How many
and say
guys you
how many
smashed
men you
since you were
sleep
16 all the way up to 35?
That's
you
what I
know,
was wondering. Like I just never came across that.
yeah,
You know,
that's a crazy
I didn't know if
question.
guys would really. I
what?
personally never came across it, but I didn't know if guys do ask that because
How do you break that question though?
I'm just one person.
Hey, what you did? You know, was you a dancer? Was you a stripper? What you did
I
with your
was
past
a
life?
But you could be a whole stripper and not sleep around, and then
Strippers
be a
don't do
church
that,
girl
yeah.
and sleep with the whole congregation. You know,
Exactly.
so like,
You had a girl in church sleeping with everybody, and the stripper not doing that.
yeah, that's just. I
I
think
mean,
you need to evaluate more so the character of the
yeah,
person
that's just
that you're
again,
that you're dating more so knowing what.
we're going off of the exception and not the rules. Usually, that's not how it works. So we
I
just
see it very common. I see it very common.
because we want to justify. Well, I don't see it very common, and I'm sure there's nobody on this panel, but maybe one dude that probably up in this time for the last 5 years frequent strip club as much as I did at one point. So I could tell you a few things about strip clubs.
Strip club tomorrow.
I might be there tomorrow
You used to
myself.
I was gonna say I'm a female and I frequent strip clubs too. You know.
Yeah,
I
you
know. I
frequent
know a
strip
few.
clubs, but not
I
like me.
know a few strippers.
Leave that right there. We're not gonna go back and forth who went to strip
me
club
and
more.
No.
So
Just
now
know
we go.
that.
Now we go
Just
to
know
no
No.
more
that.
strippers.
throw that
Just know
in
that
the
I just know that I done paid for a couple of colleges and a couple of kids' daycare throughout my life. So I'm gonna leave.
You pay some light bills. Pay some light bills.
More than that amount of time I've been there. But
Yeah, somebody probably pay some semesters or something like that, right? A couple semesters of college, right?
up to Cherie, we was cutting Cherie off from getting her point across.
No, I swear. Wait, what? Okay. I was in the strippers. But
Wow.
I mean, I had somebody ask me that question before, and I don't mind telling because I want you to know the truth. Because when I'm out there, and I don't want you to be out there looking stupid.
True.
So I'm going to tell you, what it is, and if you accept that, then good. If you don't, then okay, good too. But they do have men that ask that. They do have men that ask that.
I think
And
there's
if
women.
you
I think
ask
there's women
me-
that walk away too when they ask that question.
Yeah, and some of them might think it's too much, and they might walk, but that's fine. But tell the truth. Just tell the truth, because if they're gonna find out, somebody mouth gonna open and say something. Or if you're around people talk. So they're gonna find out. If you have like a couple of friends or something, somebody might get drunk. I remember when you used to be in the and you used to throw it up, and we used to be like, whoa. You don't want
And you're
nobody.
like, what?
Like, what is
Excuse
it?
me?
Like, nah, he drunk. No, he not that drunk. Because
Yeah,
drunk people tell
telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Drunk
You know,
people tell the truth.
The
Yeah,
key is to go
people,
somewhere else
people,
once that
people.
happens. You got to go somewhere else.
Everybody knows somebody that's gonna talk. You know,
eventually,
yeah,
all of it might
Somebody
not
gonna
come out,
say
but
something.
yeah.
some of
So,
it eventually come out. Something
and
might happen.
If you were
Conversation
local and
take
you were
place.
doing a bunch of stuff, it's gonna come out.
Yes.
Exactly. If
be-
you in the
That's
same
like
area that you've been smashing down the world, and you
exactly.
lying to the
the
dude,
world.
he
I
gonna
like that.
eventually find out because he gonna start making friends.
Yeah.
One of his friends gonna say his friends, or his enemies gonna start throwing that out there.
Hell,
Again.
and
The
if
more
we're being
you start,
honest here, we know some in the local area stuff that go on like that,
I ain't
right?
gonna
So
say I don't know anybody. I'm just
whatever.
But I know people.
But I mean, like,
people
you said they
saying
still
who
wouldn't
acts,
know
people
they.
saying who acts that, but when you sit down in conversations and talk, and it's going, somebody might ask you, you know, like, have you
That's
done this and have
weird.
done that and have done this? To me, that because, for example, I have a husband, and I'm going to tell him, you know, certain things because I
That's
don't want him to
weird.
be out there looking stupid, or somebody
Yeah.
making him look stupid, or might say something, and he gonna, and for him to, I know that. I know that.
I have a
You know
question.
what I'm saying?
But I
Do
mean,
y'all keep
y'all
your
think y'all
counsel
would.
in your head? Like, do y'all like if somebody asks you that right now, do you actually know?
I don't think
You know your
I don't
number. You
think-
keep. That's why I was wondering. Do people really
I
keep
don't
track
think most people.
of their
I don't
numbers?
think most people would know. I know at a point. See, and that's the dynamic.
I know.
That's why I'm glad Reza is here tonight, because that's the dynamic we want to explain to y'all. Reza is on his truth tonight. Man, we used to keep track of women. We used to
Help me, help me.
I didn't.
You
Yeah,
know,
like.
what's wrong with these people? We used to
and
keep
let-
track of this stuff.
man.
We used to have competitions of what we doing.
They be like,
Hey,
what
listen,
With
we
y'all
done,
doing
we done,
strike
we
1,
done,
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes,
we,
yes,
we,
that
we
word,
done,
1,
yes.
2, 3, 4, 5.
listen, we done,
I don't know why. I mean, I know why, so I'm not even gonna say that. But
we done had the same female numbers as texting both people at the same
Exactly.
They
time,
used to do
telling
this.
us
They used to do the
how much they want to be with you, and she telling him the
Yeah,
same
Reza,
thing.
hey, we done been in the car and she upset with dude, call me, get upset back with me and call dude back, and we in the car laughing at her.
There's guys that
Hey,
do
you
that.
got out of some real athletes, man. Y'all some
I
real
mean, but
comedians.
I've
We do
been
it so
like-
good,
around
man.
guys.
If a chick come to me and ask me if I know him, I'd be like, I don't know that N-word.
They're like,
It
who?
came to a point that she actually had to show me a picture with me and him. I'm like, oh, that dude. I don't even know
I
him
don't
like
know
that.
him like that.
Yeah, that's what I
But I
said.
mean, like,
like that.
I have a question though. Like, so you saying that a woman has to tell you every person she slept with
I never
before,
said
or maybe. Well, I'm saying
No,
I'm
I
saying
said,
hypothetically. You said if
no.
you ask a woman how many people she slept with, right?
No,
So
I'm not gonna ask her
even
who she slept with.
She's gonna say 39 and a half.
Mm-hmm. She gonna
I
lie.
thought I'm not. Yeah, I'm saying if a guy asks a woman how many people she slept with, how many bodies she has, and even if she, like, how can you say definitive how many she's actually gonna have? So why is that really? That's what I'm just trying to figure out. Why is that even really a matter?
You can't produce any receipts.
It's not necessarily the
Doesn't matter.
actual number. It's just if it's
outrageous. Exactly.
Right, because look at this, T. Listen to this, right? She has a pattern, right? She has a pattern, and that her pattern is going to tell me she's going to go to a next pattern. Like if she love more than one eggplant, she gonna want more eggplant in the future. So I'm thinking of the big picture.
But I mean, people change. People change. I've seen people change. Like people were young and they had they experimented and they got a lot of bodies at a time. And they changed their life. They now in church. And they really living right. Does that? Will y'all not even give that woman a chance?
I'm cool with that, but you ain't for me. No, I'm not giving her a chance.
No, that's what I'm asking. Do guys really not?
No, and the reason why I was answering your question like that first, because we are personalizing it. I don't want to personalize it. But
No,
I
wasn't personal
right now. I don't want you. I can't speak for Corey and Deb. Well, I know Demby gonna want you. I can't speak for anybody else, But the people that's close around me, I know how we operate and I know what we think. I know that me and my friends, a close knit of friends that I have, a group of my friends, no matter what age they're in, only a few of them don't care if the girl was promiscuous before them or not. And it's usually because they're older that they don't care now. So they reach a stage where they can overlook that. But people in my age and younger than me, most of the times they care.
I got a
You don't want your girl to be
so is it
the slip and slider.
So is it because of are y'all more concerned about people seeing and knowing the people that she slept with or the actual bodies that she slept with?
Nobody wants a hoe for their wife.
No.
But what I'm saying is if you don't, I don't, okay.
I'm gonna let you go next. I want her to finish, Lola. I'll let you go next. Go ahead, finish.
No, I'm just confused because if you don't know, maybe because I'm older now and I I don't think that should matter. Like who you have in front of you is who you have in front of you. When you go in and dig into, everyone has demons. Everyone's going to have a past, a history. You're supposed to be looking at the person in front of you today because your past and your history is how you grow to the person who you are. Yep. So, you know, if you as a man can't feel the difference, if it feels great to you as a man, if she is a respectable woman in front of you right now, you don't have anything to question that. Why does it matter what happened before you?
Because it does matter to me. It matters to most men. The
fact of the
matter is, if my girl is banging the whole neighborhood just because
that's what I'm saying. Is it because of people who are surrounding you? Like if she went out of town and had hoes in different area codes that you never knew about?
If she was banging the whole neighborhood, I care that my girl was banging the whole neighborhood. To whoever it don't matter to them, that's all on them that it don't matter to you. But most people I know, like I said, older dudes, and even some of the older dudes that everybody hang around with a lot of older dudes. But usually only I could, let's say out of the 10 older dudes, there may be only 3 or 4 of them that will say, I don't really care, you know, I'm old, so it don't matter. I don't care what these young dudes and rant.
You think it's because they're old?
I think it's because they're old.
I mean, maybe they got maybe it's because they got maybe it couldn't be that they got rid of their ego. And they realized it didn't matter.
Call it what you want to call it, but I don't want no hoe.
I mean, I think it's more of an ego thing. You know what I mean?
I got a question though. What makes a whore?
No, what makes her a whore? Like, why does she have to have it? Why does she have to be a whore? That's what I don't.
Short man and his foolishness tonight. She's a whore because she slept with a lot of dudes. That's why.
I was trying to ask.
Lola, my
bad. Where's the I was just wondering, like, where is the line between she good and nah?
I don't think it's really a line. I think it's more of the feeling that you get after you say, oh man, she's, you know,
like when if you're in a small, like, okay, if your town is, you know, 3,000 people and you did 10% of them, that's like
a high percentage.
Whoa! My boy Nebraska Jones in the building. Nebraska Jones, Nebraska. We're gonna get to your questions, Corey. We ain't forget about you. We just want to I just want to answer these ladies' questions.
Welcome, Nebraska. Welcome.
Yeah, sure.
Can I just ask one thing?
That was a big number.
Men to the men. Right? So let's say you meet a woman, you know what I mean? You have no idea of her body count, you know what I mean? You fall madly in love with her. You have children with her. And then you find out afterwards that she has a hell of a body count. Are you going to get rid of her then?
I'd be like, damn, baby, you was out there, huh?
It depends on how far.
Because, like y'all said, people can be manipulative. People can, you know, people can hide everything, and you get a year and a half into it with this woman. So if y'all are in love with them, Would y'all want to get rid of?
You just asked.
That's what you'll be like.
Yeah, I'm
you
sorry.
got-
Just,
God dang, you got
answer the
I be
question.
like, baby, you was putting it down, huh?
I hear a lot of talking. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Jody, you came in a little late. We already talked about community peeing, and it's a double standard that's in life, and such is life. We can't change that at the moment.
I like short man answer. Did y'all hear him? Was y'all listening?
I couldn't hear him.
After short man started talking crazy, I kind of started blocking him out.
He said, I'm gonna tell you because that was a good one. He said that the answer to her question is he gonna be like, dang, baby, you was out there.
I love it. I love it.
I mean, hey, we in love now. What am I worried about? We in love. Damn, baby, you was putting it down, girl.
I mean, trying to tell somebody how they feel and telling them that they shouldn't feel how they feel, that's your problem. Ain't nobody on the face of the planet.
Right, wrong, or
ain't nobody on the face of the planet can tell me how to feel about a person or tell me how to feel about how I want to live my life. You pick who the hell you want to live with and choose them and be satisfied with what you want. I'm telling you what I'm going to be satisfied with. If I find out my old lady is the village bucket, I have a problem.
Peace out.
Yeah, it depends on how far we are in the relationship. Because if we got kids and they've already loved their, and this is what I wanted to say earlier. I wrote it down.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
I didn't want to forget about it. Looks plays a big part in what the body count is. Guys overlook stuff when the girl looks good. When he's super attractive to her, he overlooks 10, 20, maybe 30 people. He like,
yeah, I could work with it.
Okay, because what if her number was 6,900, but that was in Cali?
It's 69, Lola. Why can't you?
hey, she advertised on the sex podcast. That's all.
6,900. But they do have men. They do have men that really into, like they want to know, because first of all, they don't want to be embarrassed when they have you and they going somewhere and they looking, and some people might be talking or laughing, and he gonna be like, if he's one of those crazy ones, he be like, what the heck what's so funny? And he might start asking questions, and you might get, you might be left at the party because he done found out that you had 6,900. So but especially the ones that I think that some men, especially the one that they see something and they want to settle and they want to carry to the next level. Oh, they gonna ask. They want to ask. And if they don't ask, they're gonna find out.
The same thing that makes the woman the village bucket makes the man the village bucket, Corey. It's not too much of a difference. The thing is, society is more acceptable of a man being a bucket than a woman being a bucket.
So do we agree that the bucket was in California and you in Virginia is all right?
Nah, I don't agree with that. If I know you're still a bucket, then we got a problem.
Hey, no matter where you go, a bucket is still a bucket. It's still a bucket.
She would be embarrassed in Virginia if she did it in California.
I mean, you still
you don't know.
They got social media. They got her. They got
they might put it on her.
I mean, but we are grown. Like we are grown ups. Like are people really walking around talking about who's sleeping with who? Like
yes, people do.
Absolutely.
I think y'all need to expand your horizons if y'all are sitting around really calculating and trying to figure out.
Let's stop being on the podcast friggin' fronting, because we do that ourselves here. We talk about people being buckets all the time.
Yes.
When it doesn't fit let's not be hypocrites, or when it doesn't fit our design, that we act like it doesn't happen. It happens all the time. Just because it doesn't fit the standards of the conversation that we're talking about tonight, don't mean it changes.
No, I'm talking about a small community of people who you're talking about a small community of people who know each other right now. She just said if you move to Virginia from California, like how are people are on social media like that? That's crazy.
I don't know.
That's crazy. Are they gonna hit you up on social media?
I don't know where you got that from. But
What?
all I said was social media is still around. What I said to you first when you asked me the question is if I know. It doesn't matter to me how many other people know. It's what I know. I specifically said you or anybody else can't make me do anything about what I'm choosing. I
I'm
am
not trying to
choosing.
make you.
See,
I was
I'm not
backing off of
saying
what
you make
Lola
me do
said.
anything. I- Jesus Christ. I'm not saying you making me do anything. I'm trying to explain to you, man. Anyway,
Them be shout.
yo, the fact is, it's how a person feel. It's how you feel. What goes on with the person. If you feel like the person been with too many people, it doesn't matter where we at. If I know she was the village bucket in California, or she was the village bucket in Jamaica or Trinidad, I'm still gonna have a problem with it.
Ray said
Maybe, maybe as I get older, as some of my friends, the few that I've seen done it, I might think about it different. Maybe they think that, I got less time, or, I feel like, my outlook on things might be different. But at this point in life, I don't want, I don't, I don't want somebody that my whole community had. How would I feel about that? Every time I go out, I got people looking at me left and right. We see it
Exactly.
happen here. We
Yep.
laugh about it off
They
air,
might be looking at you
but we
left and
see
right because
that.
they're like, man, he got it now, and I want it back.
We laugh about it on here when we off air. So it's crazy to me that the hypocrite of the conversation is crazy to me. But let's move on from this conversation. Like I said, this was gonna be a part 2. We're gonna get back to this again next week because I know it's gonna take
I
forever.
like this conversation.
Yeah, and I know it's gonna take
Smashing, no walls, body counts, everything going up.
I know it's gonna take forever to get there.
Blood pressure going up.
6,900.
Everybody, Jesus Christ. Don't encourage Lola, man.
6,900.
Oh, Team Lola in the building. Team Lola.
All right. So me and the short boss, aka the old Jizzle, was talking about this the other day. He was impacting, no pun intended, a conversation he had with someone about this situation. So we want to know, everyone you meet will come with baggage. Find someone who loves you enough to help you unpack. That kind of leads back to what we were talking about. If you're okay with the person doing whatever they're doing, then you're okay with it. But some people are not okay with it. You trying to make somebody be okay with what they don't want to be okay with, it ain't gonna happen for me. You can say it a million times about who is grown or who ain't grown. I feel like a grown ass man when I pay all my bills every day. So, but at the end of the day, short man, start off with what you think about this, my brother.
I mean, just looking at the picture, if you jump to conclusions, you would say the guy has more baggage,
Definitely.
and maybe this young lady, is kind of showing him some empathy, some love, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what I draw from that is, I mean, you could look at it as maybe she had a bunch of bags and he took some. He's carrying all the bags now. He's trying to take some of the weight off of her, perhaps.
Possible.
Mm.
Let's go both directions with it. Let's go with he is the baggage first, and then we can unpack with him taking some of her baggage.
Okay, so let's say he has all the baggage.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a reason to beat him down? Maybe it's a reason to help him, get rid of some of the baggage, and y'all can build together.
Mm.
Some women see all the baggage though, and they immediately just run the other direction. Or automatically come up with a bunch of negative stuff about the baggage rather than trying to figure out how the baggage got there and how can we get rid of the baggage.
What's your thought on that, Sheree? When we brought it up earlier in just conversation piece, you made a gesture. I want to know what you feeling.
What gesture I mean?
Yeah, that gesture right there with the eyes. That exact gesture right there.
Well, sometimes it's hard because if you have baggage and he has baggage, you're just gonna be toxic. But some of us women think that we can save men and help them with their baggage, and try to help them out, because some of them have that baggage and it's not their fault. Some of them, they have that baggage, it's not their fault. They just haven't been, certain ones haven't been helped with certain things to let go. But me, I think that I will, I see, it depends on the baggage to me. It depends on the baggage to me. I can help you, but so much. I can help, but so much. Now, if I'm helping you and you're not helping yourself, then we're not gonna be, we're not gonna be it. But I don't judge people when they have baggage, because I learned through my years of living that some people have baggage, like I say, have baggage, and they just don't know what to do or how to unpack it. So sometimes there's the woman there that help you, unpack it. I mean, don't take it all, but help them, if you see he's a good man, help him out with certain things, guide him. That's all. Sometimes the men need guidance.
Yeah, I think
Everybody quiet.
in
They're like,
this,
hell
no,
no.
we're just listening to. No, I'm listening to
Hey,
what you're
Sean.
saying.
But you know what though? Do me a favor. Put the bags back up. You got to read the bags though, because they both have the same stuff on the bags. It's not. It's not. It's
Yeah,
not different baggage.
I noticed
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to read the stuff on the bags though.
Yeah, like insecure. He might be insecure because somebody made him feel that way. Maybe he's not good enough. Maybe he got cheated on so much that he don't trust nobody. Mental trauma from childhood, toxic ex. Maybe that one that he wanted so bad and she just toxic, and fear of being,
But the other perspective though
but
that we're
she
trying to get off of that is that you see he has a lot of bags, all those things on the bags. She could have
Mhm.
packed them neatly into 3 bags. She could put mental health into the anxiety bag or into the childhood bag, right? So I mean, she could pack them all neatly into 3 bags. He just
Yeah.
got his show. He just got his out and showing vulnerable. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think too. At times, people like back to even the conversation we was having before. I think we might judge people. They might be good for us, but you have certain things that you might not want to put up with. You have certain things that you might can't get over. So
That too.
in relationships, it's hard sometimes to focus on person at hand when you focusing on what they have done. Because trust is we got to stop acting like trust isn't a big problem in relationships. You have people that have been together for years and they're still that not that trust and is still not that broad, that big, that they don't have an issue with. And I think that leads back to a lot of the things that comes from the beginning conversation. If you feel like you're with someone that's been around the block a few times, you're gonna have in your mind that she's promiscuous. You can't tell me that you have changed if I'm feeling a certain way about that. That's something that I'm gonna have to deal with. You could have been changed, sanctified with the Holy Ghost, and living your new life to the best of your ability, but that can't change what I think until I decide to change that. I think that we gotta start realizing that, just because society tells us one thing, that we're okay with, we're okay with this part of it, right? But when the other part come up, we're not okay with that part of it, and that's human. Humans are we gonna pick and choose what we like, and we gonna like what we like, and we gonna go against what we don't like. But at the same time, you can't try and belittle someone else for telling you where they're coming from with their point of view, because you think this part of society now that you agree with is it's better than that part of society that you don't agree with. You know, looking at the relationship with dude. Dude come into a relationship with a whole bunch of baggage. That leads back to anything that we talk about here on the podcast before. A man find a woman find a man. Remember we had a discussion about a man having so many kids. Remember that discussion, Lola?
Yeah, yeah. As I was just about to say that.
Yeah. So that's baggage that you're bringing into a relationship. Now, suppose he have it with 5 or different women. was he got 5 kids, 5 different women.
More baggage.
That's more baggage. That's different. You know, that's a different part of the baggage.
That's separate from it. That's just a whole bag in itself.
So now you got to worry about the 5 kids and the 5 different baby mothers. Now you might have been okay with him having 5 kids with one woman, or maybe 2. But now you got 5 baby mothers you got to deal with, and maybe 3 of them is cool. You don't have no problem with 3 of them. But the first 2 or the last 2, or maybe even the last one and the middle one, hate your guts and they make your life miserable. When they making his life miserable, they making your life miserable. But that's just how it works. Y'all in a relationship, especially if y'all living together, building something together. If she making his life miserable, she making your life miserable. So is that a baggage that you can necessarily say you would still deal with? Or would you want to deal with, or you want to jump into a situation like that?
That's hard. That's hard.
Good love and joy.
One big happy family.
I think that is it my turn?
Go ahead.
Jump
Okay.
in, girl.
For the picture.
Pull
What
it back
I
up.
think is
Pull it
that
back up.
yeah. People in general, fixing other people is not your assignment. So if I got my baggage over here, you got your baggage over there, we both need to work on our own baggage, and then we need to come together when we are in a better space. Not saying that we're going to be perfect, because there's always going to be something. But if you got 10 bags and I got 5, we don't need to put them together, because now we got 15.
You got 10 bags. That's 15 bags.
Hey, short man, we didn't think about that.
We did not like that.
Yeah, we didn't. We didn't.
like that.
Good one, Lola.
Good one, Lola.
Good one, Lola. I mean,
Good one. That's
That-
very
that-
I mean
that-
that so that's reasonable. I mean that's reasonable. That's not unreasonable for you to say I have my own issues. So therefore, I may not be able to take on somebody else's and also deal with my own. So that's not unreasonable.
Right.
And
I don't think that you should say oh, because you have more baggage than me, I'm better than you.
Exactly. As long as you're not beating the other person down. You're not beating him down like your bags are better than his.
Right. Everybody got their bags. They need to carry them, work on them, try to empty them out a little bit. And maybe when you're in a better space, y'all can come on together.
I mean, he get them down to 2, you get yours down to 3. Maybe y'all can,
we could work with maybe 5.
I just saw 2 comments. Right now, I wanted to say this as a little rebuttal against what you said, Lola. From seeing 2 comments in here, Denby comments, and then I seen Miss Shortwoman comment. I'll click on that in a few. What if your baggage now? He has more baggage, but your baggage are bigger than his. That your stress bag is bigger than his stress bag. One of your baggage could be equal to maybe 2 or 3 of his bags.
Right.
So that stress limit is the same. It add up to about the same what he's got going on. You may have 3 or 4 bags, but
towards these big bags, you got the check bag and he got a couple of carry-ons.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all still need to work on it separately so y'all can come together with what y'all can just maybe hold in one hand, instead of you got to get that little cart and roll it all.
Or that navy green bag. I used to love that
sea
bag. That long sea bag. Yes.
What did they Razor, show up, man. What they tell us? Your family
didn't come in your sea bag.
None of that ain't came in the sea bag.
Family did not come in your sea bag.
They don't care.
They did not care. They really did not care. Shame on poo on you, Navy. Poo on you guys. Poo on you. You should have cared about my family baggage. Poo on you.
What's your thought on that? What's your thought on the baggage?
So when I look at this picture, I don't look at it as a comparison. I don't look at it as anything negative. My depiction of this picture is this is a woman who's complete, who has learned how, like Short Man said, compartmentalize, and not, if you try to take and tackle every single problem, you're going to have an issue with it. But if you look at the issues at a whole and break them down, the baggage is not as heavy. If you take that trust issues, that mental trauma, that toxic ex, and realize all that came from on her side, your childhood trauma, and you actually deal with the childhood trauma, then that baggage is not so heavy because you tackled the root of the problem. And that's what I get from this picture. I don't get that, you know, she has less or he has more, or she, you know, she's a better woman because she's staying. To me, it looks like this is a woman who has done the legwork and she's at a good place. And she's now going to help this man be a better person because she's already been through it and she knows how to help him. That's how I look at this picture. I don't think you should judge anybody's situation, what they're going on, you know, what they got going on, and say, no, I'm not going to deal with it. However, if it is something that, you know, that person's not ready to deal with themselves, then yes, you do need to walk away. But if that person's like, oh, I got all these problems, you know, and I just need some help, you know, and you're at a good place to do it, then yeah, you know. But you do have women who have, you know, a whole bunch of baggage, and instead of addressing their baggage, they go out and find people that they can help because it's distracting from what they got going on, and they look better for helping out, you know. But that's, I just look at it that way. I look like she got it together, and now she helping him, as you should.
So where this came
as
from
you should.
is, you know where this came from is women were beating down the men immediately. Just look at the pit immediately with no thought, nothing. It was always, you know, why we got to save a man, you know, he can carry his own baggage and everything, you know what I mean? So they didn't try to, you know, look at it kind of and see where it couldn't be just one thing immediately, right? Didn't give it any thought.
That's what I mean. That's where I thought you were going with it when you were saying, look at what's on the baggage.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he looked like he had a lot of bags. She, you know, like your clothes. You know what I mean? If you wash all the clothes you own, wash and dry them, and you just throw them on the bed, it looks like a lot of clothes. But if you wash and dry them, fold them, and put them in the drawers where they belong, it's not as bad. You know what I mean? So I think that's what that picture is supposed to depict. It's supposed to depict someone who's at a good place and they compartmentalized and, you know, organized. You know, we women know, like, if we get with a guy and it's serious, you know what I mean, a lot of times they need some help with their organization. You know, they need that, you know, that they, you know, that organization,
a push,
you know what I mean?
I mean the key is, though, one person's
like
bag, when you have 3 or 10, is not better than the other person's. You know what I mean?
I feel like in a relationship, you're supposed to help each other. I mean, that's what you're there for. I don't feel like you should be like, oh no, that's your issue. How are you gonna say that's their issue if you're gonna be with this person for the rest of your life? You know what I mean? Because their issue, if they're with you for the rest of their life, is gonna be your issue. You know what I mean? If he got that
our issue,
toxic baby mom, if he got that toxic baby mama, you know, sometimes, I hate to say it, but I've actually seen it work. Sometimes that woman can actually be the glue to help that toxic man and that toxic woman actually parent that child better. You know, it just takes the right individual. You know what I mean? Yeah. But a lot of times people don't deal with their own baggage. And like you said, they're helping someone else, but
trouble has just arrived.
Hey, shut down the live. We gotta shut down the live. Everybody out the building. Shut down the live.
Everybody hold on to your watts. Hey, read that for me, Lolina.
In a relationship, you work on you with the therapist separately from your partner, because therapy changes who you are. Then you come together and do therapy together with your partner.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's a good one.
You do have to work on you separately, because two broken people can't fix each other.
That's
read this one too from your homeboy.
For me, I don't have any baggage. I'm coming with my wallet, so I just need a woman to come with her purse. We both have to travel light.
Denby.
Yo, Denby.
It has to be Denby. Here's to you, Denby.
I love it though.
She's touched on something me and you was talking about, Short Man. It could be all her baggage. He's just helping her, so she's thanking him for helping.
That's what I was saying. You know. Yeah.
While she's
That's
rubbing
true,
his face,
Spicy.
she's
He
thanking
can,
you for carrying the baggages for me.
yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he's definitely. But you can
Go
look
ahead,
at
Reza.
it.
You say?
You can look at it like this
You
too.
want the
You know,
picture up?
let's. Huh?
You want the picture up?
No. I don't need a picture up. But I was just saying though. I'm gonna give another perspective of it too. You know,
Go ahead.
let's say you dealing with somebody, male or female. She let's say she have a sickness. She's in the hospital a lot, or he's in the hospital a lot. Is that something that once she tells you or he tells you that, hey, I'm in the hospital a lot, that's something that you're gonna have to deal with. That's gonna take time. Maybe you're not getting sleep. You might got to take off days from work. So you're going in a situation that could be a baggage that you and it sounds messed up, but the truth is
It's true.
that's it's something that you don't might not want to deal with as a
I feel
person.
attacked,
And
Reza.
huh?
I feel attacked. I feel like I didn't want to deal with that.
So you might not want to deal with something like that. So and that's and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? That's your personal preference. But a lot of times society might look at, man, that's messed up, or you shouldn't. But the fact of it is that that's not something that's something you don't want to deal with. And you'll be able to make that decision early on and say, hey, that's not where I'm at right now. You
Very
go
true.
on. So yeah, so it just depends on the individual of how you look at it, because
Whereabouts I go.
yeah, there's a limit to a baggage. For me, there's a limit to a baggage of what you're willing to carry. Because too much baggage, you're not gonna willing to carry it. There is a limit to it. So
Yeah.
I just want to give that perspective of it. So yeah.
Okay, Reza.
Quick,
All
quick
right.
commercial. At least you didn't take us to the farm and then go to the house.
Down the bush.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Hey, it
come
was,
back.
it was coming. Let me talk a little bit
No,
longer.
no, we'll
No,
take it from here.
we good. We good.
We'll take it from here. If you're on the live, please hit like, share on your social media platform. If you're on Facebook, please come over to YouTube, hit like over there. If you want to go back over to your to Facebook because you feel more comfortable there, you can do that. But just come on over to YouTube, hit like first, and then do what you need to do after that.
Share with your friends.
Definitely share with your friends. The input. I didn't want to leave the conversation earlier, but we got so much other things to tackle, and we only have but so much time. I didn't want to force the guys to do it. Not force, but I didn't want to push our limits again and go 3 hours. 3 hours tonight again. I wanted to cut off at a reasonable time. So we're gonna finish attacking that either next week or the week after that. But I saw this. Me and the OG was also talking about this. Remember this one, OG?
Yeah.
So you know,
Yes, you are.
yeah. So dating in dating in 2021, I'm supposed to pursue you so I can pay your bills.
In other words, I'm looking for stuff to pay because I don't
Yeah.
have anything better to do.
Yeah. I mean, is this what it has really come to? I mean, we talk about this all the time on the podcast. That's pretty much what a lot of people feel like, you know. And I want to hear from the ladies because I kind of know. I kind of already know what guys gonna say. So what do y'all think, ladies? Sheree, start with you.
Pursue to pay. Well, I'm supposed to pursue so I can pay your bills. Yeah, okay. No, you're not supposed to pursue somebody to pay their bills. You're not responsible for their bills. I mean, if you want to sprinkle a little something, 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 thank you.
A whole lot of
But
something.
but it's not your responsibility to pay their bill. If you're pursuing somebody, you're pursuing them because you like them, you like the way they walk or talk or something, and want to get to know them better, but not to pay, I mean, if you want to be a sugar daddy, you can,
I'm
but
scared of her.
but
Oh,
no,
man.
you're not obligated to pay nobody's bills. No.
Hey, that was like 20 years ago. We're in a new age.
Not even, I don't think
I don't
but
know.
there's like we know there's a lot of women that think that if you want to date me, you need to pay, you know what I'm saying? You need to run that money.
Gotta pay the cost to be the boss is what some of them say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nope.
Bird says she
But
just.
it should be you should be attracting men that that see you as, oh, she got her own stuff, she good, I don't have to do too much, like I like that, I add my stuff, she add her stuff, we gonna be good, but not pursuing to no. I mean, like I said, if you want to sprinkle, I'm pursuing greater because
Yo,
I want.
what's wrong with the girl, man? What's wrong? What's wrong? What is this, man?
I don't know. But Bird made a good point. Bird said, "Oh, she got her own funds. If she
Yeah,
wants to like take out the trash, that's why we got kids. The kids gonna take out the trash, and
yeah.
and if they can
I
drive,
agree
they're
with
gonna
that
do
one.
it.
I agree with
Thank
Miss
you.
Bird. I agree with 100%. I have my own fun. I just want, like, y'all know, I don't pump my gas. My husband pump my gas. Okay, and my sons take out the trash.
Yeah, damn it tough. If she's sick, it's not his burden to carry.
We know.
I mean,
I don't like that.
it
It's
depends on
another
what you feel.
perspective. There's people
Yeah,
out there like that.
true. I mean, Bird said something too that she had a where is it? That she had a sickness, but it's not a baggage to carry. But
I don't think
I guess
sickness is not a. It just probably depends. A lot of
it depends on the person if you can
yes, it
handle that.
depends on the person on how much you can take. You know, it depends
I've
on how much you
seen,
can
I've
take.
seen like, I've seen a lot of couples who've been together forever and they had a great relationship and one of them got sick and the other one took that responsibility of caring for them, but it did really affect that other individual and it became a burden and not everybody, but they did begin to resent that person. They did begin to
I see
resent
that happen
that
too.
they're in that type of situation, you know what I mean? Because some of them can be, there's different ranges of illnesses. Some of them can truly consume a person's life as to be your
I seen the
caretaker
chick take
because they
off.
want to
So
make sure. Yeah. So it's,
Yeah.
it sounds bad because the person didn't do anything to deserve that illness. However, you know what I mean? That some people can look
everybody's
at it
not
like
that
that.
strong though. Some people
Yeah,
Everybody
can't.
everyone's
not.
not.
That's a good point.
And if it's something like if you're with somebody and it happens, then I feel, me personally, and this is my personal feeling. If you're with the person and it happens while you're with them, yeah,
Supposed to stick around.
you're
I think
supposed to take on that baggage, But
if
if
it's you meeting the person and you getting to know them and you see
right,
the problem and you don't want to take that on, you're not a.
Yeah,
I don't think you're a bad person for that.
No,
nobody's gonna fault you for
you're
that.
not.
Nobody's gonna
You're
fault you
not.
for that. Yeah.
A preference again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't
But,
have to take that. If if you can't take that, you shouldn't. Because don't sit there and act like, oh, we're gonna be okay, we're gonna be right together. It's gonna be some sunshines and sprinkles, and it's not.
yeah, like I said, I
Because
had a
having
friend.
certain diseases is hard.
Hard, yeah.
It is
Right.
hard.
I had a friend
was
that had an accident, and he was really sick. Yeah, he had this girl's fiance, wife, whatever, and he got an accident.
She left them. Yeah, I see.
Motorcycle accident, and she didn't hang around. So you know what I
Oh
mean.
wow.
It was
see
good.
that.
It was
Poo
good when he
on
was.
her.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, poop on for real. It was good when he was nice and
Yeah,
Yeah.
healthy
poo
and
on
ball
her.
playing everything
Poo
and doing good.
on
And then
poo on
yeah. So
But if
her.
if a person realizes they're not strong enough to handle that, are they really wrong?
man,
Uh,
I mean, but you was
I
there when the
still
getting was
think you
good
should
though.
stay
You
around.
I
was
think
there when
But
the
you
getting was
I
was
good.
mean,
when it was
if they try, and just really
No,
like,
she
I'm
ain't even
trying to
tried. No,
understand.
she ain't even tried. No,
Me,
she ain't even tried.
I'm a nurse. I'm gonna be there. My
She
wife
didn't even try.
and
She
do
didn't even
stuff.
try. I'm
But
telling you,
some
she didn't
people, if
try.
they know that it's like,
Oh, you sick? I'm out.
Yeah, like she was there
Yeah.
for the glitz and stuff. You know what I mean? When it was
Yeah,
good.
it's like she had the wrong.
I was gonna
It's
say, that
like she
sounds
had
like
the
she
wrong-
won't there for the right reasons to begin with.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
I like what you said though. T. It makes it's I still would think that you're a bad person. But at the same time,
Dirtbag status.
no,
Dirtbag
but
status.
at the same time, I can understand
Oh,
that
yeah.
you don't. I can understand it and I can't understand it because
It's
Yeah.
hard.
if we
It's hard,
together,
yeah.
we together when it's good, and now you gone when it's bad. That I think that's messed up.
What
But
Kevin Gates said
I
we supposed to be in
understand
love?
a person that's weak minded and just there for the wrong reason in the first place, or only there for the glitz. Because this happens a lot of times. You see what Denby said? I pay the bills. But you have to basically saying, but you have to submit to him. And a lot of women would do that to be with a guy that has money.
There's a lot of them
And
out there like that.
as soon as that money start going in the downward spur, she's out of there.
Yeah.
Damn to be on the streets by himself.
Yeah.
The coin.
You be out there in a wheelchair with half a wallet because she done took the other half of the wallet and she out of here. So, but I like this one, Bird. Hey, Bird, talking to you right here, Denby. Bird said, where is it at? She says, submit your credit card to an ATM.
We need money.
Yeah, swipe.
Money.
No, man.
Get off the live.
It's dirtbag status-ish. No, it's definitely dirtbag status. But in some form of way, I don't even want to say I can understand it, but I can, I guess you could kind of see a person going through, sometimes you see somebody going through some stuff and it's rough. Like I said, I've seen people going through situations. Like sometimes I go to my doctor and there's women in there with their husbands in wheelchairs. They're pushing them in. Oh, elder women too. They can barely help these dudes up out of the wheelchair and I got it, I'm there helping them. And I'm looking at this like this is, I can respect this. But I could understand if you feel like I ain't about to be doing this. I can't manage doing this. I gotta take you to the hospital every day, which you signed on for when we got married. Don't forget that. But
sickness and health.
Yeah. At the same time, I guess
they say through, but a lot of marriages it's
like,
hard. Like everything be good, and then when somebody gets sick, that's when you see like true colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say because
colors, like I've seen it, true colors. Like everything is up, and then when somebody
only know when it get tough.
Man, listen, they was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm like, girl, if you don't sit down and go somewhere.
Sometimes though, like sometimes people, can receive those kind of diagnoses, and it's not the physical, it's the mental part of it. You know what I mean? Because that person can become abusive verbally, you know what I mean? Even though you're the one taking care of them, or they could just be such in a negative mindset that it pushes you, so like I think that's where I'm kind of like trying to empathize for people. When do you say my mental health over that person? Because if they think that baggage is just too much.
So hey, you ever seen Daria Black? You ever seen Daria Black?
Because I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it, and I know in my mind, I'm like, like
it is. Don't get me
because some ailments get to the point where like you literally have to give up your 20 like you have no time for yourself as a person anymore. You're only caring for this person, and just eventually, just human nature like that can weigh in on people.
It's so listen. Let's be clear. It's not for everybody.
It's not.
But like Sean said, I'm gonna still look at you different.
Yeah.
If you do that, it's not for everybody. I'm still look at you different if you do that to somebody. I'm still look at you
walk
different.
out because you signed up for this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm look at you different
because the table could easily switch.
Exactly.
It could have been you.
Who wanted their baby to leave them? Nobody want their baby to leave them.
Nope.
Walk out on you.
Somebody that I'm gonna lead back to what I was saying. Somebody that you done took on and she done smashed the whole village, and you done overlooked that, and now she's gone.
I mean, that's not even fair.
Yeah,
that's not even fair.
And I done looked over it, and now you gone.
Hey, that eggplant done got old.
She would have been the one. She would have been the one that took care of you.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
yeah, man. I think that's a delicate situation that
Definitely,
uh,
definitely.
no, we have to be careful and make sure you pick the right person for you in a
It's not a one
relationship.
size fit all for sure, man.
Definitely.
Not a
Yeah.
one size fit all for real.
Because
Yeah.
there's times I realize that there's times that you have people that just don't support the stuff that you do, man. They're not there
Yeah.
for you. They don't come around.
Papa,
You have people that change their
shut up.
minds a lot. You know, you have somebody. It says till death do us part, but the moment, or not even that. You ain't even gonna go that deep with it. Y'all have a committed relationship. Y'all planning to stay together, and the moment you mess up, the person, it's over. They look at you in the worst way. You're the worst person, you know. And it doesn't even have to be anything of in cheating, because I guess when we say mess up, a lot of times the first thing in people's head it goes to cheating. You know, it could be anything in a relationship that this person starts side eyeing you. Get him that eye again, Cherie. Get him that eye real quick. That yeah. They start giving you that eye, and you start,
That's that Miss Cleo eye.
yeah. Call me now for your free reading.
Let me know.
Y'all, I shouldn't have did that, y'all.
I want to talk about me. Yeah. I ain't going nowhere. Lord, remember, I pray every night.
Me too, but
I know these
Short
fools
man
don't pray
brought
every
it
night.
out.
But I'm about to bust one out right now in the name of Jesus.
The live about to get struck by lightning. I'm ducking.
Lord, remember, I'm your son.
I am your child.
Um,
You know your child. He knows his children. He knows his children.
I think this is the goal, people. Is to do it together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want no leech. I'm not here to. I'm not. I think it's all about, like I said before. I think it's all about control for people. I don't want control. I think that me asking you doing what you're supposed to do, bringing something to the table, also isn't a bad thing. I think nowadays people look at that as a man saying a woman should bring something to the table. It's crazy. And let's touch this real quick. I don't want to stay on this one too long though. So does this make this man less of a man? Does this make this man not a what we will call a provider if y'all are together and y'all are paying half of the bills? Because I saw this on a young lady page, and only one of her friends was up there. I'm gonna be honest with you. Only one of her friends was up there saying, "Y'all serious?" They were saying this man ain't a provider. He ain't this. He ain't that. He ain't a real man. No real man gonna act. So I want to know what you ladies think. Let's start from Lolina this time. I always start with Sheree. Lolina, what's your thoughts on this, man?
I I don't think, first let me say, I don't think that there's anything wrong with people paying half the bills if that's what works for their relationship.
Mhm.
But when you and I think of a provider, it's not all money related.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes,
yes,
Lola.
he can still be a
Give a
provider.
little clap for that. Wow. Keep
Spank
that.
him, Lola. Spank him,
Look
Lola.
at that
Lola,
mama.
Lola is right. Lola and dropped 61 on these fools.
Fire.
She got 8 rebounds, 3
Fire.
assists, 15 steals.
We
Boy,
going to the championship.
boy.
Right.
MVP.
Going in.
But most people, when they hear the word provider, they also hear ching ching.
Mhm.
So that's probably why that status that you was looking at, that's all they was looking at was money related.
Ching
You
ching.
gotta do what works best for your household. Like
Yeah.
if you, for example, some women, it could be the woman that's making 150,000, the man making 70,000, and she still want him to pay all the bills. How much sense does that make?
None to me.
At all. At all.
Poo on that.
On that, definitely. That's just plain old selfish. Yeah.
Crazy.
What?
But women, there are a lot of women who think like that. Like the only thing that, well, what the man is supposed to provide is financial, and that's not all providing.
You know, Lola, when you got somebody like my big broski Roski Demby telling you that he bringing his wallet, you know, I mean, what are women supposed to think?
That's why he's gonna get those women, and then when he gets sick, he gonna be by himself.
Yeah.
they go
Wait
roll
up,
out.
Sean. Wait up, on.
No,
She leave me.
y'all gonna bring me out of the hospital?
Yeah. Yo, bring me out.
Man.
Nah,
Yeah,
my back hurt me. My back hurt me.
Yeah, then we are gonna need a night nurse.
So for being a new member, let's give Sweet Pisces a round of applause for being a new member. Make sure you check out this. Sweet Pisces, I know about you. I know you're gonna check this out. I know you checking the sex toys podcast out. I see them raunchy stuff you be posting on social media. Sometimes I be wondering if her page rated R or something. Anyway, yeah, T, what you think? What's your thoughts?
I agree with Lola, but I don't think it's just a woman thing. I think it's a society thing. Society equates providing with the financial aspect, and that's not what a man's supposed to be. He's not just supposed to be a bank, an ATM, but a lot of men throw that out there because money equals power. So if they're taking care of all the bills, then they can, overpower and, have that say that a man who's paying half the bills can't. They feel like, oh, I'm paying half the same thing you paying, so that means that I get this just as much say in it. So I think it's more so because of the power with the money equals power, in people's mind. But no, a provider, a man can be a stay-at-home man and still be a provider for the house, because he's still providing for his family, and that's what a provider is, someone who provides for their family. Right. And if he's out there doing that and you paying half the bills, is doing your part, because apparently your man needs some help. Exactly. They provide plenty of things around the house.
All I have to say is why. Why?
Hey, Lola says some don't provide that, actually, Dre. Some don't.
Then you got to head on over to the Sex Toys podcast.
Yep, that's where you meet us, right over chair.
When they don't provide that.
Lola know all the trinkets and binkets you can get out there, so you can fix yourself.
Those are some fancy devices.
I don't agree with you.
What kind of device you call them, short man? Hold up.
Fancy devices.
What kind of device again you say, my brother?
Those are personal devices.
I don't agree with you, Demby, but you are Demby. Yeah. But I don't agree with you at all.
Pano, before we go to Cherie, do we agree with this? What Demby just said? No real man let his women pay half of the bill. Do we agree with this?
No.
I don't
Some men do think that way.
It's whatever works. Like
whatever works for that individual.
Better than the other, or because you pay all the bills, that makes you a better man. What's best for your household. If you paying all the bills and she gonna jump and say how high when you tell her to jump, okay,
that's a control aspect.
But me over here,
I ain't trying to be, I ain't trying to be a trainer.
How many times you want me to jump?
Yeah, you're 15 right now.
Okay.
Nah, I'm good. I want you to want me for me anyway. If money should be a bonus. Plus, I'm broke. You ain't gonna want me.
I think once you get into that realm of doing that, that's all it's gonna be about. It will never be about you. Like you say, as soon as that money goes, she gone like a thief in the night.
Yep. Go. This is Wale right now. I'm out.
Cherie, hit read that and then answer.
That's your other half. Y'all should both benefit from each other. Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's I disagree. I disagree because you can't say that if a man don't pay everything, he's not a man. That's not true. Sometimes I see if you see a bill and you have it, you're gonna pay it. If he see a bill, he gonna grab it. He gonna pay it. It should, but like Laura said, whatever works for your household. But if he pay half the bill, if you say, okay, I'm gonna pay this, and you gonna pay this, cool. He's still the man. He's still the king of the house. He's still the leader. And like you said, he don't have to be money. He brings strength. He brings all that good, good, good. You know what I'm saying?
Dre,
All
don't
that,
put it, Dre. I'm going down tonight, boy.
6s and 9s.
you know what I'm saying? He brings that
Games are being
good.
played. I was going down.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that money, whatever. He brings that comfort, that protection, that you better wait because I'm going to call my husband. Wait.
Where the HE double hockey stick have you been all night, Lou? I've been waiting for you. God, man, you missed a great conversation, man. I kind of know what you was gonna say, but I needed you up here to bang the comment section because your boy Demby was in here. I don't know what he was going on, man. I want to go back to a comment Demby said real quick.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
It raised my blood pressure.
Man, when I read it raised my blood pressure too.
It is true, voice. It is true. We are my other half, so we gotta win together.
Definitely gotta win together. Definitely gotta win together.
So we never hear too many chief, not enough Indians, or too many cook, have too many hands in the pot. All the half business is great, but every relationship needs a head of household directing. Facts.
Word, well said. Well said.
Hi,
well
Papa,
said.
My head of household.
Well said.
Boy, Lou. Well, as much as we mess up, boy, you be on point. Yeah, well, my brother be on point. But Razor, what you think about that, man? You think that makes you less of a man if you paying half of the bill, or that you're not a good provider? Because as Corey said the same thing that Lola was saying. I like that. Corey saying that it's just not just the bills. I'm here to provide, mental health, physical, support. It could be at your job. Your job could be giving you a rough time, and I'm here to supply you with just with that comfort. If you coming home knowing that you could tell me all the nonsense that took place, and I'm just here for you.
Okay, so since I'm the math professor for the night tonight, I'm going to give you some more math equation.
Jesus.
Right?
I need another bottle.
Bring me the white Hennessy,
please. Let me grab my tea. Somebody come put some in my tea. Come spike my tea for me, please.
Bring me another bottle of wine.
Come spike my tea for me, please. I need something.
Papa, bring me a water bottle, another bottle of wine.
Okay, so we say 50-50, right? So if I have 50 plus 50 equals 1, which means a whole, right? If I take half of that 50 from that whole, that means it's less. That's half that's not being paid. So that means you're going to be kicked out of the apartment or whatever you got going on. So how can I not be a provider?
Oh my God! Wow.
You really thought that. He said, I'm going to hit him with this one.
Listen, man.
I mean, technically, that's true. I'm providing you with the other half. I'm providing you with the other half. How am I not a provider?
Because if I'm short of my rent and you give me half, we going to be good.
You kicked out.
Yes, we did. We have to see another month.
The half. Wow.
It's too much comment. I can't find them in comment. I guess it's way up
there somewhere.
It was saying something about if you find out that your old lady was had 200 dudes, and you want to leave her, something is wrong. Something wrong with you. And I'm thinking like, which man want to know that old lady been with two? Like, Brother, you
200.
200.
That's an answer you don't want.
That was more than 69.
Hold up.
I got on me.
Jesus Christ. What's wrong with you when you're 69 tonight? No. Looks like you're gonna have a good night after here tonight too.
I'm gonna try.
Personal stuff. Personal devices.
Yeah, don't forget about these personal devices that we got around chair.
Join, be a member so you can see the personal devices.
You watch these personal devices, you can learn how to properly use them.
There's an infomercial.
I got it.
No,
You will learn a lot.
They call it a sinfomercial.
yeah. Lord, it ain't me.
So I need forgiveness. Somebody need forgiveness.
It ain't me, Lord. Yeah, Felicia said she
know
wants
his child, like my
hustle as
mama
hard
do.
as she do.
Definitely.
Yeah. And it's a wonderful thing
Hey.
when both of y'all hustle hard.
Mm-hmm. Your boy don't believe in your tea. Boy believe that you don't think that your man can stay home and be a provider. He'll I think the only outreach of providing is spending money.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said there's men out there who equate that, Demi my boy, but Demi do that because he's trying to control someone, that power, you know what I mean? They feel like if I pay all the bills, then I'm the provider, which means that you need to, listen to me and obey my commands,
She still ain't gonna listen to you.
Yeah.
She still ain't
He
gonna
might find some that will, but
it ain't gonna last. It ain't gonna last.
but the term provider really comes from
as soon as he gets sick.
Yeah.
Way back when a man did, he provided, he was the one out working and he provided the food, he provided, everything, the woman, but she provided what you needed at home, but I don't think it's just money,
But and that's the thing. Yeah, was grandma not providing the meal? Was she not going out? She's not cooking. Was she not doing all?
And back in the day,
yeah, and that's what people have realized. Like it doesn't have to be a role specific when it comes to for say who does this in the house, the male's job and the female's job, but women are.
Bird trying to kick that man's throat tonight, boy. She literally, she done wrote that up there. She's trying to kick him in his throat. Hi. Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, man. Listen. If you he said here he wrote something about it again. If a woman been with 200 men and settled with you, it's an honor for you, baby.
Oh Lord, Demby. I can't say nothing. Like,
well, you got somebody that agree with you. I'm surprised Felicia agree with you. That's a shocking. But that is a fact. Back in the day when grandma did all that, that's what we were saying,
go down one comment.
Huh? Yeah, I see it. I'm getting to it.
Yo, Demby is the worst.
He's the
Now,
worst.
where did you find that? Where did y'all find Demby? Where did y'all find Demby?
That's the broski, boy.
Where did y'all find him at?
Indeed.
Me and Demby had plenty of these conversations before.
Indeed.
And
he's serious too.
Yeah, if a girl like me for my money, I don't feel like she like me.
She don't.
Yeah, I don't.
All you are is money to her. You are a cash cow.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
If I meet you, and in the beginning the gesture is money, that's all you looking forward.
Yes.
To do that. Money should be a plus. Like I don't go into a relationship thinking that I'm gonna tell you I got this. First of all, I never have none, and I take the bus.
Hey, listen, I meet her. She start talking about money. I'm gone.
You don't even need to get
Yes. You don't even need to find out about the body, like Lola said.
$200.
Straight off the meat rack. Yo, hey, we had this conversation before though. We done talking to a young lady, and know her for like maybe a few days, and and that's why I like to always be broke, right when I meet you. I don't got nothing. So in her conversation, she started telling about how her bills, her light gonna get cut off. So I caught that, and I'm like, man, I'm back like 3 months on mine.
Hey, you gotta come home.
What you say? You looking for help too?
Maybe we can apply for some assistance together.
I don't have nothing.
Like,
what you
really
telling? Hey,
talking
listen.
like off the back about their light bill?
Off the rip.
I've seen posts like where guys
That's a
screenshot
fact,
their
bird, especially
conversation.
if grandpa was from Jamaica.
Hey, I don't like how y'all doing, grandpa.
They met the girl yesterday. Today, she like, well, I'm short on my rent. Can you just met the man yesterday?
Yeah. And if I ask you for some box, I'm disrespectful.
Right.
It's only 2 days and you want some?
Yeah, you disrespectful. How dare you? How dare you?
How dare you ask me that?
Y'all should
hey, now she offended, but
Yeah,
she offended by asking the money.
Yeah. I don't get. I don't know, man. It's.
I cannot. You just if a girl starts talking about money, please dump her. Don't even talk to her. Just get her for whatever.
They didn't even get in a relationship yet. They only knew him for 5
That's
weeks.
a red flag. It's a red flag. Walk
more
away.
than red flags.
Walk away.
The only time I'll go after you with money is when I realize that that's what you're all about, and I know how to play those games with you. So I'm gonna.
Yeah, and
we
a
have
lot
a
of
thing.
men do
We have
that.
a thing in
Okay.
Jamaica called Kitchen Kentucky. Finish it off for me, Razor, but don't say the F word.
Trick R and R.
Trick her and duck her.
That's what you want. You want money. I got that.
I mean, but some women feel like it's disrespectful for a man to ask them the first day they met him for sex. You know what I mean? So it's men's target is sex, women's target is money.
Mm-hmm.
So she feel like if he could ask me for some sex on the first date, I can ask him to pay my bill on the first date.
Unfortunately,
that's what I call an indecent proposal.
For the money.
Indecent proposal.
That's an indecent proposal. On the first date.
The moment you
Hey,
ask me for money,
she want her $40, man. She want her $40.
Ask me for money, I'm asking for sex.
Lady, you are indecent if you ask for money on the first date.
What you gonna do for that $40?
Yeah, that's what
you need that $40. You gonna ask her for some sex. She gonna ask you for
all you gonna tell her is shake it fast.
Man,
watch yourself.
Hey, I don't leave home without my 40. Hey, I want to take a side break real quick, and I want to insult my big brother Sharp Man real quick.
Oh man!
So, Friday night, when we on our way to the Now Power, I had to threaten Sharp Man not to come out the car with his pocketbook.
Oh my God!
Hey, and I was like,
how long does your
it.
pocketbook hang?
No, it's on the back.
So it must have an adjustable strap. Then is my
nice.
point.
Oh yeah, it's a nice one.
Hey, what you call it, Charmaine? A purse?
It's a satchel. But if you want to be disrespectful, it's a merce.
That's exactly what it is. It's a merce.
Oh God!
All right, this might be a little hard for y'all to catch y'all. So let me read this one for you. My grandmother fly from Jamaica, go Grand Cayman, go catch my grandfather with. Oh, I should do it American style. My grandmother flew from Jamaica to the Grand Cayman Islands to go catch my grandfather with another woman. And she still stayed with him for 40 plus years until she died.
That's how it used to be back
then. That was acceptable back in the day. That was acceptable. Right? It was okay.
The norm is not the norm anymore.
Yeah.
No.
I hate to say that. And when we go into this next topic, I want to bring something up that I talk to you guys about a lot of times, and it might go over your head a little bit. I'm not saying it's right, but it used to happen a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Miss Sharwoman say, Miss Sharwoman usually on my side. You rolling on me tonight. I can't believe you selling me out like this tonight.
She said almost trying to went too far.
Hey, he done told me that you done threatened him about the pocketbook too.
Miss Bird said next time use your British accent.
Shit. Well, use it, man. I'm let you how to use it. Hey, so I've been trying to I talked to a couple people about this topic that we're heading to right now. And this topic is very disgusting at hand. And you know what? Before we even get there, let's do something different to lighten the moment a little bit, because we still, even though we're joking a little, but we still coming from a tense conversation to this conversation that's gonna trigger my older brother, Short Man, and I could just see it coming a mile away. So let's try and lighten the moment down and take him down 4 or 5 notches. So if he build back up 5 notches, he'll still be under the notches that he had already. Oh,
that's math.
Big world. See, you see that, Razor? You see how fast I did that math problem? So we gotta get what's the worst one up here? Which one are you getting rid of? Which one are you getting rid of? Now, let keep in mind at McDonald's.
Thank you, represent.
You know, at McDonald's, stay on people's mind. So, what are we getting rid of? Cherie, starting with you.
Chicken Popeye sandwich.
Get that out of here. Chicken Popeye sandwich up out of here. We gotta do what to the chicken Popeye sandwich?
Sandwich.
Poo-poo on that sandwich. Short Man, what we getting rid of?
Chick-fil-A.
What?
The blasphemy.
I know you is lying.
Did you just say get rid of the Lord's chicken?
The Lord's chicken.
How disrespectful.
Oh man, not the Lord's chicken.
It is the Lord's chicken.
Take the live now, Lord.
Do not strike the live.
Take the live.
Don't
Hey,
talk
you know what? My grandmother taught me better than this. Lord, forgive me. Let me stop playing with the Lord. Don't take the live, but I'm sorry. I ain't playing around with the Lord no more. I'm sorry. My grandmother taught me better than this.
Don't talk no more, Short Man.
The blasphemy, Short Man. How dare you talk about
Chick-fil-A?
Let's give him a second chance. Short Man, which one you getting rid of?
Number 3.
What the?
Put him in time out.
Gotta get him out of here.
I can't. Thank you. I cannot believe you.
Unbelievable.
Oh man.
Oh, that breaks my heart.
Go on to a good
It felt like
he was my brother.
OG, you know we go way back like Jacks, and
we do.
Go back like 2 fats in a Cadillac. And you do this to me?
You gonna do this to me?
To me?
How disrespectful.
I did it to the chicken.
I ain't crying.
Oh man.
T, what you got? T?
Number 1.
What?
Not McDonald's.
See, there's no good choice.
I hate you.
No good choice. No good
I've never even tasted a Popeye's chicken sandwich before.
I've never had either.
Then.
Because I know Popeye's chicken tenders taste good, so they chicken sandwich got to taste good.
I'm speaking for everybody.
See,
but the Big Mac,
you want to hate on the Big Mac. How you gonna
Big Mac? You want to know why? Because Burger King now has the Big King. And it's a lot better than the Big Mac, so I can afford to get rid of that. That fake meat. McDonald's is an enema.
Sesame seed bun with the special.
McDonald's is an enema.
You gonna disrespect the sauce? Not the
The
sauce.
enema. My stomach can't handle McDonald's.
I don't even know what to say.
Oh man.
Mr. Razor, what you got?
Oh man, 1 + 3 = 4. So
He did some math. Wait a minute.
so the least common denominator, take away one.
What? Man, you don't get it, man. I'm gonna get you out of here.
Razor, you
You're a
too.
real
We go back
sellout.
like Jack, and you gonna
Yeah, man.
disrespect the McDonald's.
You gonna set up them McDonald's like that?
Oh man.
Mm-mm.
You ain't no real trooper.
Hey, one
You ain't no real trooper.
one gotta go.
How you gonna set them McDonald's out like that? Everybody already know where I'm going with. Lola, what you got?
1.
Oh, y'all, this is the
Y'all know I do not eat no McDonald's.
I got y'all. You know what? Goodbye. So, Sheree,
Yes.
it's just us tonight doing our thing at the podcast. Those sellouts, I had to get them up out of here. I had to get those sellouts up out of her. You know?
We are with McDonald's.
Yeah, don't sell out McDonald's like that. You know? Sell out.
Oh, they caught me.
Oh, really?
Sell out.
I'm back
I
here
can't
partying.
believe this. Comment section, y'all better not be dissing El McDonald's in here. Dutch pot, dig up on yourself. Comment section, what y'all got? I know ain't nobody in here dropping no L's on El McDonald's.
Lou said the Big Mac.
Hey, looks, hey, let's
Lou,
it looks.
Lou, come on.
You and Razor selling me out. I can't believe you two. Mother.
Hey,
You know what?
hey, it looks like we need to get rid of Sean and Sheree because they're the least common denominator right here now.
You know who the least common denominator is? 5 times 5 is 10. Minus 1 is Razor.
We Pisces said number 1 too.
You know what? I ain't even gonna mess with y'all. I'm moving on to that subject. You guys are sellouts and they're not my friends.
Dutch
I
Pot
don't know
also
who you
said
people
number
are.
1.
I don't know who you guys are. Newsflash: El McDonald's is the best restaurant in the world. Now let's get to this piece of crap.
Oh Lord.
Oh.
Now, let me say this before I let you guys go. Remember back in the days when your great-great-grandfather used to die a long time before, they always say, yeah, great-grandfather died a long time ago. The reason being because your great-grandmother was a little kid when he started messing with her, when she started having kids with him. If you go look at their graves and you go look at the thing, it's usually your great-grandfather was years older than her. That's why he died. That's why you didn't get to know him or they didn't know him or he died so early because he was a grown man compared to your great-grandmother. Not excusing this clown because this is ridiculous. And I saw everybody saying, well, not everybody. I saw a lot of people saying she's 18. She is, but
She's
married her
18.
as soon as she turned 18. So
She's
was he
18.
grooming her? Wasn't he grooming her before that? Well,
Yeah, he was. Oh, it wasn't my turn. I'm sorry.
It's your turn. Go
Jump
ahead.
in there, Lola.
Speak your mind, man.
Okay.
Shake him up. Shake him up. Do what you must.
This is very on the
understand.
end of the little girl, because she's a little girl. It's very disheartening because she has no idea that this is wrong. Like, she thinks that it's absolutely fine. Now, even if it was that she met this man, and decided to deal with him, that would still not be okay. But the fact that he was her godfather, do you know what a godfather is, little girl, or what it's supposed to be?
He your daddy.
Clearly not, because she's like, oh, that's my husband and this and that. Ma'am, there's no way.
I'm wearing the ring.
Ain't no way, my boy. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way, my
That
boy.
you just turning 18 should be appealing to this man who is 40, whatever, 50, however old he is, too damn. I mean,
They
too
got
old
so
for
much
her.
age for them. Let me go down the list of age real quick. So 61, 48, 59, 60. Scribble. Scrap. 47. I don't know which one. Just pick any one
My
of them
heart
out.
is breaking for her because just looking at her on that live, you can just see how lost she is. Okay, her biological parents, was on drugs or whatever the case may be. Like you were supposed to be the one to be there for her, not the one to be inside of her. No, that's not what it was supposed to be. That's not how it's supposed to work. That's disgusting.
Did you see the mother talking, Lola?
No.
I did.
I if it wasn't copyrighted, I would play it on here, but it's copyrighted.
What did she say?
But the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Exactly.
But that makes sense, though.
Yeah,
It absolutely makes sense because just listen to her, like, and even like you said, she was,
and he used to bang the mama.
She was looking to him like, is this okay? What I'm saying, or like, that's not. And eventually, hopefully, she will be able to.
Good evening, Mama Lola.
It's not okay. It's,
Hi, Mama
it's
Lola.
horribly disgusting.
Yeah, man. It's a rough one, man. For me, I look at it as I see, I realize why a lot of our young ladies are trapped in the way that they're trapped sometimes. And sometimes we do prejudge them, say all the stuff about them. Then there's the circumstances that they're in. I listened to her mother talk, and her mother was just the adult version of her.
Yeah.
Like, her mother was just there screaming and spitting and calling her a dumb B, and I hit it, and he was tapping me. I told you a dumb A, and you went and married him.
Oh yes, all of that. Yeah.
Going off. Yeah, I was toting
So
power.
all of it is a big cluster.
I
caught
yes.
myself.
It was. It's just,
That's so sad. That's so very, very sad.
Very. When you see the whole thing, it's very sad. It just breaks your heart. It breaks your heart.
That's what we're talking about, Lou, is the Godfather thing. Because obviously it's not against the law. She's 18. But it's the fact that she's his God. He's a godfather. I mean, he was priming this little girl.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and it's messed up. It's been in our culture for a long time. And for us to pretend like it's not, if we can track it back on dates. You can go look at graves. Like I said, you can look at your great-grandparents, your great-great-grandparents' graves and see the difference in the age that they were born and realize that this is something that's been going on for a while. But is that okay? Does that make it okay?
No. Absolutely not.
There's me as a father saying, oh man, I appreciate this guy. I want him to be the godfather of my daughter. Unfortunately, something happens to me. Now, he's having his way with the child that he's supposed to help protect, help grow up to become a better person. He's having his way with her. I just,
it is sick.
Very.
Truly fucking sick. Like what exactly could this in particular, because she's really like 10 mentally.
Yeah.
Yes.
What could she possibly, aside from her body, be having for you, Mr. Past your midlife crisis?
Sick.
You was grooming that girl.
Yeah,
you was brainwashing that girl.
At his God, of course, he's
Because they even showed the picture of them when they were young, when she was a baby.
Exactly.
I read something, that he had it in his hand. I read something that he was messing with her since she was 14. Now, it hasn't been confirmed. Well, people put out stuff, and I couldn't find anything that confirmed it. But I'm sure he has been messing with her for years.
Right.
If I was a betting man, I'd willing to bet a house on it. And these are the sick things that. Tia Sheree,
going on in the world.
T and Cherie join in, and Razor, you join in, and then we'll let the madman go crazy at the end as he's steaming over there.
You can see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's I have an 18-year-old, like about to be 18. That's what is I have a soon to be 18-year-old. And to think like one day I'm I'm going to jail. That's all. I'm going to jail, or I just have to, not even jail. I know my husband going to jail, so I'll have to prepare bail money,
Hold the
you know,
family
and
down
just
and
and save it. Yep.
okay.
Like you are a pedophile. You're disgusting. It's so many words that we cannot say for you, but you just make me throw up
She was
because
failed on all levels.
you've been grooming this little girl, brainwashing her. And that is like your daughter. You supposed to be the person that if the mother and father is not there, obviously you see the mother is not there mentally. You supposed to be the one, like, you know what, I got your back up, but you got her back, her front, her side, everything.
And I could just imagine the household she was growing up in,
Yeah.
just by hearing the mother talk and how she was just carrying on. And it's a failure on all angles for that little girl.
Mm-hmm.
I think, society failed her, parenting failed her. I want to say the city failed her. And then I caught on to something that she said. I don't know if y'all caught this, right? When she was talking, she said she changed. Y'all mad because I ain't wilding out like I used to anymore. So
Mm-hmm.
in my mind, I'm thinking, what was she, was she was out, was she running around, was she doing, and I think that probably because this predator, like like Sweet Pisces saying, what was already uh probably messing with her from a young age.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what do you think, T?
Um, well, I want to start off by saying I completely think that this man is sick. However, looking and hearing more of the details as I found out, I can't say for certain he was a predator and he planned this down. You know what I mean? To me, the girl comes across as someone who came from a broken home and she was looking for something. You know what I mean? She was looking for a father figure. And for all we know, this, like she said, she changed. Maybe she was out there wild and doing all kind of stuff, and he came in and he gave her that guidance, and some kind of sick way they got, you know, romantically involved from that. You know what I mean? But like her mom, like we need to realize like what we are exposed to as kids, it affects who we become as an adult too. You know what I mean? And this girl is 18 years old, and there's nothing that anybody can do. She has a 1 year old kid, but is that kid his? You know what I mean? What if we find out she was one of them girls who was out there sleeping with, you know what I mean, a gazillion people? If you don't have no home and you're forced to grow up quicker than you are, you know what I mean, it could put you into some situations where, you know, I don't know. He's sick, but I can't just put, like, I see everyone putting the blame on him, you know what I mean? Like this girl's mom, this girl's dad, it's apparent she's looking for a father. A lot of women are looking for fathers, you know what I mean? And they'll run to the arms of those who are providers with money, as we just said. And this guy could have been that for her, you know what I mean? Like you said in the beginning, there are people like, it's as sick as it sounds, her being 18, we as women used to get sold to bartered to men and married off at 13, you know what I mean? And raised families, and those people, you know, been together for a long time. So I don't want to discredit it and say I think it's sick. Personally, I think it's sick, but I don't know they whole situation. What if we found out like like she said, she was running amok, and this man actually showed her, and they stay together 50 years from now. Would everybody still feel the same way about her age and his age difference? You know what I mean? If she stayed with him till he died, you know, would he? Would he?
Maybe. I mean, you have a good point. I think why it irritates more people is because he's supposed to be her protector. And he's supposed to be a person that's trying to help her straighten her life out. That's when we think of godparents. When I think of godparents and naming somebody a godparent for my child, right? I'm thinking that if something happens to me, it's not just a title I'm giving to somebody that won't come around. I'm thinking that this person is gonna come around, try to help out with my kid. If the sometimes the other parent won't, they'll move on, and the guy may not want you to be around, so it may not work out that way. But I'm thinking that this person is gonna take care of my kid for me. It's gonna, do the same. Because if my friend asks me to be godparents to their kids, I'm gonna be a godparent to your kid. I'm gonna be there for your kid.
That's what a godparent is.
Yeah.
Even he
like they're supposed to be the parent.
Yeah, even if he
But
did help her change from being whatever she was being, she's not an adult. She is of adult age, but she's not an adult at all. Just listening to her speak, she is not. She is a child.
Yeah, and she completely is. And again, I'm not saying excuse him. I'm just saying, I just heard so much about it, but to me, it made me look at myself personally as a parent, as a mom. Like, I need to make sure who I have around my children or who is supposed to be around my children. Don't just give this title to somebody because they cool or because they hang. Don't bring people around your children and you know what I mean? And this girl came from a broken home. So most importantly, I need to make sure my foundation is straight for my daughter, because a girl lost like this at 18, who can stop it? Who can stop it? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, like, her mom needs to be blamed. Like, her dad, where's her dad? You know what I mean? Like,
the whole system failed this young lady.
Yeah, the whole thing.
I don't even think
she. Yeah, and I don't want to just discredit him and act like he, to that degree where, I mean, he probably was, because that's happened in our community a lot, where, you know what I mean, our uncle, our cousin, our everybody has, molested or done something to girls when they're young. You know what I mean? This man was with her mama. You know what I mean? So was he sleeping and molesting her when he was with her mama? There's so many open questions with this thing. It's just disgusting.
Yeah, Foxy Brown and Jay-Z say none of this ever took place. They're on the record saying that. So I'm gonna have to go with their word on that. I'm not gonna go with consensus of people saying that that's what they think happened. I'm gonna go ahead and if she say different, when she starts saying different, then I'll start thinking about that different. But Jigga answered it first. I said he never stuck his in the Fox's box. They came out on interviews and saying that never happened. So I'm not gonna assume that I think that they lying about what they got going. But yeah, man. Miss Short Woman saying that it's not the age. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The age, it's a legal age, but it's the fact that this guy is supposed to be the protector. Supposed to be somebody that I don't know, man. I don't see this as, I don't know. Razor, what you got?
I think this whole situation started with the mother. This with her having a kid that wasn't mentally, physically, was no kind of shape, way, or form should be having any kind of children or child or babies, whatever. She like you said, clearly her mind is gone, and this is the problem. Not everybody should be having kids. The mother had a kid. Now she come and have a kid that not supposed to be having any kid. So you could see where this cycle is going to continue to go on and on and on and on, and with her mentality. So we have a lot of that situation where we need adults, proper guidance, mother and father. We need a community to raise a child, people that's of sound mind and has the right intention, not with this idiot that's here that's supposed to be a father figure, that's supposed to be grooming her in the right way to, hey, go to college. These are the steps that you need to take to be successful in life, because at 18, you already done made a decision to where it's that child is going to affect your life. I know me personally, I didn't have kids young, but I know if I had a child when I was 18, I don't know how my life would have, maybe it would have took a whole completely different
Fact.
way in life. So with this clown that clearly was priming her, should be of sound mind to be like, hey, if you want to help her some way, hey, let me help take care of your kid or whatever, while you put yourself in school or do what you have to do. That's what you're there as a godfather to do, because you basically signed up to say, well, if something should happen to the parents or whatever, you're going to be of that father figure, which you're still going to be in that person's life. So he should be that person. But you have a clown like that just totally just manipulated the whole situation and took advantage of her. And he should not be with her, but should be guiding her in the right direction. You don't have to be with her to be guiding her. And that's what he did. But we have to change the way we do things. We need people that's having kids that have right mind, that have the right mindset. Sometimes having kids too early is not, like you say, one doesn't fit all, because you have some people that are very responsible at
Yeah.
that age,
That,
that
that
do have
spark the
kids.
light in them for them to do better when
Yeah.
they have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it guides them to do better.
Yeah.
But that's not majority. It's sad to say, but it's just a sad situation looking at it, man. And like you said, this clown he should, he should, that's just dead wrong. We need mothers and fathers of sound mind, and that community to raise a kid that's gonna make sure this kid is grow up in the right manner or way, and clearly started from the mother just by hearing how she talks, and it's just a trickle down effect that it's sad to say
Yeah,
is going
man.
to continue.
Failure.
That was one thing. When I first read up on it, I was like, immediately my mind went to, predator, predator, predator. And then when I heard, how she was talking, and then as the day went on, more and more information was coming in. Like I realized, like, this wasn't just no, clear cut. You can hear by the way she's talking, like it's not like she was looking for love and she just really loves this guy. She clearly comes across like, I ain't had no daddy. I finally got someone to play my daddy and to give me some pipe. And this is what I'm going with. And I'm 18, so y'all could take it. You know what I mean? And that comes from her mentality. You know what I mean? That she really thinks this, and that comes from her background. Her mom, her and her mom are fighting. Like she probably married this dude to get back at mom. You know what I mean? Like she probably pushed the issue. Like, oh, you might have had him, but now I got him. Like they actually arguing like Ray J and Kanye over Kim. Like, and this is mom and daughter. Like that's a seriously like sickening mentality. Like that's why I said the whole story is like completely sickening. This isn't like some frail little girl who don't have anyone. She's like, no, this girl is about it, talking trash to her mom, or mom talking trash back to her. Like it's a whole Jerry Springer show in the making going on basically with that.
It's crazy. Before I bring
Yeah,
G, I think he primed her, man. Yeah, she might have been out there, but you 14, 15, 16, 17 out there, you're still a kid. I think he primed her. I think he saw that she, and he's probably I'm just jumping to
He
conclusions.
knows her life. He
Yeah.
knows.
So
He knows
I
everything.
think he sat around. He probably saw that she may have been a little promiscuous because of the situation he was in, and he wanted it, and he went after it, and he got her because, like Sweet Pisces saying, that's what I was doing right here. I was looking at something on the phone, the information that me and my friends was going over. My friends sent me a whole bunch of stuff I didn't really want to put up here because they have a lot of cussing and stuff in there. Y'all know how I really feel about that. But the fact of the matter is, they just got married. That's why I went back. I clicked on this poll before and I came back to it. She just graduated from school and they got married. Now you mean to tell me that he just all of a sudden he just felt like,
Oh, I'm gonna marry you.
I'll marry her. He was
Absolutely.
priming her.
He was waiting for her to turn 18.
18. Yeah, he was priming her.
Because legally, it's okay to
got in
do.
trouble. Yeah. So he know 18, he can't be touched. And they saying he ain't the father of the 1-year-old, but is he? How we know that?
That's what I was saying. Did they actually do a DNA
And
test?
now that he's married, they can't make her say anything about him. That's one of the things why these predators marry these young chicks, because now you can't force my wife to testify against me.
Exactly.
Y'all can't come and take DNA now because we against that. So the baby gonna call him daddy, and we gonna say, well, he ain't the daddy because he said he ain't the daddy. But is he not? OG, I see your eyes turning red in them glasses over there. Floor is yours.
This is disturbing on a lot of levels, man. So let's be clear, because I hear a lot of stuff going back and forth about we can't blame him, or she had this, that. None of this is her fault. She's a child. None of this is her fault. She's a child, period, point blank. There's like nothing for anybody to say, well, even if she had a bad child, yeah, she had a bad childhood because the system failed her. Her mom started with her mom failing her. I think it's likely that he was already touching her and her mom knew and was okay with it.
Possibly.
That's probably how deep it went.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that the mom is back and forth with her about, I had him first or what have you, that is so disgusting. I mean, like you said, she turned 18 and he just married her. That didn't happen just overnight. So being her goddaughter, that was a sacred duty of yours. That mean you were her father. That's it. Take off the God and you're her father, right? Because we put them there in case something happened to us and we're not able. So you're going to take care of them. Like, where does it go from that? Even if she was wild and out of control, promiscuous, whatever. You're supposed to reel her in. Reel her in doesn't mean doing crazy stuff to her. That's not what it means. So none of us should even sit here and say the age. I get the age doesn't matter. Forget about the age. Let's forget about that. We're talking about what happened here from the beginning of her life till now, between him and her mom. And I'm gonna say something too. Somebody else knew about this. Other people around them knew about this. This is not like just
right under the rug.
Exactly. The community knew about it. So the whole community failed her. And that is disgusting.
It's clear he had some money.
Yeah.
It's clear he had some money, and we know how that happens when money.
Exactly. I mean, he is there to provide guidance.
He should.
Guidance. That's what he was there for. And he
guidance to his stuff.
Exactly.
And if he wanted to if she wanted to do that, him as a bigger man should say no.
Exactly. He shouldn't be looking at her in that way in the first place. Where'd that come from? I mean, that is disgusting.
Like R. Kelly all over again.
I mean, in our community, man, and we have to not excuse us in our community. Seriously, we have to. I don't care what other communities do. I don't care. I'm speaking for us. I don't care because they don't care about us either. I don't care. We got to think about us, and we have to do better. We have to not worry about how they do and what happened. We have to do better. And if we don't start doing better, it's going to keep happening because somebody knew about this. Somebody knew about this and overlooked it and let it go. And like we said, with the child or whatever, maybe they didn't take a DNA test or whatever, but there's no telling. And that's even the worst part. Where she had 3 kids.
She had 1.
One?
Just one.
But the other two are his?
See a lot of kids around. So
Yeah, the
I
other
don't
two are
know.
his or
I
something?
think they're his, but I'm not sure.
you do well. What we know is, as being islanders, we know that there are certain places in Florida that you can go and have kids, and it doesn't be documented. You can be
Exactly.
protected from the law because they have doctors that, because they don't want you to go harm yourself,
Mhm.
come in and have kids. And who knows? They're from Florida. I'm sure they know the ins and out that they can maneuver themselves around that. So who knows what's really going on?
Right.
I looked at a little clippings and it looked like those kids are more attached to her than him.
Yeah.
And that's usually because you my mommy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this definitely is something that we just have to just not look over and gloss over, and you know it's very disgusting. It's sick, and that guy, man, seriously. I mean, imagine he was priming her. That's the most disgusting part of the whole thing. He was priming her. At what age did he start looking at her like that?
Right. Because
You
it
know what I
didn't
mean?
happen yesterday. It got
Exactly.
married.
Exactly.
Probably
Right.
when he was
Exactly.
sleeping with her mama.
And that's what I'm saying.
You
I
know?
bet the mom, you know, I bet he probably was telling the mom something. The mom didn't care because she was discussing
The
herself.
mama, you went. I hate to say it, but when you have those kind of situations where the mom's boyfriend molests or tries to touch the daughter, the mom a lot of times will turn against the daughter and say she asked for it.
Precious.
You did this. Oh, you were nasty by wearing that or do so it
That's
could
what
be something like that. You know what I mean? Where
and how
like
do we blame a
she
child just
found
because you're
out the
wearing clothes?
child got
It's
removed.
okay to mess with you. You know
Like
what I'm saying? Like
this whole story is just like when I first saw it this morning, it was like, huh? And then it has just gotten more and more disgusting on so many levels. It's like I don't even know.
You
I
know,
don't even know no more.
she said they're going to hell. I
they hope that's all they go.
think that he was the money supply for the family.
Yeah.
I think the only reason the mother is really mad, I think she feel like the money is gone.
Because the money's been
Money's gone.
diverted now.
Gone
Right?
to the little girl. And that's usually how those predators do.
Yeah.
The mother look like she's 30-something years old.
Well, yeah, she's too old for him now. She's too old for him now.
Exactly. Predators,
Disgusting F.
I don't want that no
We
more.
got to switch it out.
So
Mhm.
he gone to the younger daughter. So you see she's showing off the ring. The ring looked like it might have cost a few dollars, a couple $1,000 or $2,000, $3,000. You can tell it's one of those fashionable type of rings that you can buy. Man, our community failed that little girl. And sad to say, her kid's gonna probably do the same thing that she's doing.
Yeah.
They can only follow the example that they're shown.
And that's what lead to these dumb kids killing people, rapping about it, talking about it on social media, and then wondering how you got caught. That's the lack of responsibility. It leaves them running around, not having enough guidance, and they're gonna follow suit. Our son probably will grow up seeing his father do that to his mom and feel like, hey, go ahead and grab me a little.
Enormous. It's like a cycle, guys. I mean, it's like we keep perpetuating the same thing over and over again, and we can't get off the treadmill. We can't get off the hamster wheel. I mean, people are just doing the same thing, and nobody's trying to stop it, or at least not enough people anyway. Because we know, like I said, somebody knew that was going on, and some persons knew that was going on.
Yeah.
So, poo on them. We should say that up. We should say that off the top. Poo on them.
Definitely.
Poo on them. Definitely poo on them.
Poo. Caca.
Big caca.
Big caca.
In Jamaica, as we would say, doodoo.
Doodoo.
Doodoo on them.
Oh my don't.
Jeez.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go from here.
It's one of the things that make your head hurt.
Yeah. It's one of them things that you start realizing that, man.
There's some disgusting.
You better be in your kids' life.
People out there.
You better be in your kids' life.
Yes.
That's why you can't just be having.
That's what I take from it.
That's why I can't never respect someone that have kids and not dare. You go around having kids, 5, 6, 7 kids, and you're not there in their life, and
That's
you
why
know
man with
these
woman that don't take care, like the woman have a man that don't
Women,
take care of his kids, and vice versa.
yeah.
single women, when you're out there dating, it's very important. Don't just bring everybody around your children. You know what I mean? Like,
Facts.
really and truly, like, this guy had to be around long enough. Like, if he's her godfather, that means he's been around the mom since before
Since
she was
birth,
actually
Because they
but
were
born.
since birth, Godfather
Like,
is at
before
birth,
she
pretty
was
much.
born.
That's why I said it's right.
And like it's just kind of like,
That's why I said it
How
can't be an
dare
yeah,
excuse for. It can't be an
How
excuse
dare
for
you?
this. There's no excuse for this. There's
yeah,
birth. He was there
it's
at birth.
just,
Think about that. He was there at birth. What, you been sitting around for how long now? Like, really? How long you been sitting around? Disgusting F.
He even
Like,
priming
come
her.
on.
It's clear. You know, it's a thing of he watch her grow up. Like I watch a video and she in the kitchen, he videotaping her cooking. He like, my wife's cooking breakfast or my wife's cooking dinner for me. And she looked like a friggin' kid. She looked like my son. She looked exactly how my son looked, at the height of my son looked in the kitchen when he washing dishes. And I'm like, yo, it's crazy. And that's why I stress on those when people be like, man, have kids. Pick somebody to have kids with. You out your mind? You know what kind of trauma you put kids through when you put them in situations, fatherless, motherless, and put them in a situation where there's only one parent there and their type of family is pushing their effect alone on them, and there's no balance. Somebody to try and help them to corral them and send them to a different place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I see Miss Jody said that in the block. Kids don't listen. I was one of them kids. I do whatever I wanted to do whenever I wanted to do it. But you know what happened is I was smart enough to not let adults know. Adults around me used to always think that I was the best little kid ever because I was always respectful and I never did anything around them. And I never used to curse when I was a kid. I didn't curse and I didn't smoke. So most of my friends' parents used to smell smoke on them and used to be like, yo, you should be like him. Not knowing that,
You was doing everything else.
yeah, it's not the guy you want him to be like. And no
mhm.
matter how much people try, yeah, I knew what I was doing. And that's why Jody is right when she say that, yo, these kids are hard-headed. I knew what I was doing.
Yeah,
That's why I
that's
pay
what,
attention to stuff my son do and I raise my son do it. I raise my son as a chump because I don't want my
yeah.
son to feel like he have to go out there and be tough when somebody do something to him. I can
Mm-hmm.
be tough for him. That's what the
Mhm.
conversation we was talking about last week. I don't need my woman to be brave for me. I got you. You just
Yeah.
relax. I don't need
Yeah,
my
that's
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
relax.
yeah, that's kind of why, like, I
Feel
actually even
my
like
husband.
tried to think of it from a different perspective, is because I at 16 moved out of my mom's house and have been on my own since 16. I look at my son who's 20 and he can't, like, I'm like, I couldn't imagine him doing it. So a lot of times, like, we look at, especially now that we're older, we look at children, but we forget how we were at that age. You know what I mean? And me at
That's
16,
it's
I was in a totally
that
different
is
state than my mom, and
that
I
part.
did things that nobody could tell me what to do. You know what I mean? Like, it goes
That's
deeper than just,
in Lola voice. That part.
Yeah. When these kids saying
I
stuff,
don't.
you should
Yes.
listen to them.
I
Hear
remember
what
I
they're
had a
saying.
friend when my kids was younger, and my friend had a boyfriend. They came over to dinner, or whatever, and my daughter just will not let. He didn't do that, but I don't know if I guess she felt something,
Mm-hmm.
and she grabbed me. She was like, "Mommy, I don't like him." I said, "You don't? You don't? What's wrong?" And I started. She was like, "No, no, no. I just I don't like."
You know,
I said, "Don't bring him over here no more,
The kids
because my
know,
daughter
man.
don't like him."
Kids
I'm gonna tell
know.
y'all a quick
Yes.
story of something
Kids
that happened to me
know.
when I was a kid, man. So there was this chick I used to like. Used to always go to her house, right? And when her father, I'm not sure if it's really her uncle or it's her father friend, but whenever he came to that house, homegirl used to grip onto me so friggin' tight and wouldn't move from around me, and I knew that he was doing something to her. But at the time, I was so young and so heartless about what's going on around me. I don't even wouldn't say heartless. Sometimes you just don't know any better than actually tell somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew, and it's just crazy that her father was there, her mother was there, and I never told any other. I told one of my other friends, Darnell, and he was like, "You think so?" And I was like, "Dog, I'm sure, cause she only do this when that dude come. She never moved from beside me when that dude came around. Ever. She always just like, and he'll come and he'll be talking to us, and she never answer him. But I never really felt like I should do something about it. The older I get, when I have conversations like this story always click back in my mind. I realize that I failed her. Even as a friend, I failed her, and I still know her till this day. You know, and she's successful in doing her thing. But who's to know the trauma that she's going through? Even though she's doing her thing and doing good in life, who's to know the trauma that she's going
That is true.
But I'm with Mrs. Shortman. I don't play my kids I don't care who it is. It can be mother, father, or whoever. You make my kids uncomfortable, you have to go. I don't care who you
in
are.
that front door?
I don't care who you are.
Facts.
You got to go, and you cannot come back over. What did I then do? I don't care. My kids don't like you. That's it. That's all they had to tell me. I don't like. Oh well, if something happened down the line and they will just be in whatever, that's fine. That's my kids. I don't care. You have to go.
This is their safe space.
Exactly. This is their space. My daughter should walk around however she want and be safe and do whatever she want, and nobody do nothing or feel comfortable, nothing. If I feel an inch or she feel like somebody, like with my friend's boyfriend, she came in, he wasn't doing nothing, but it's just something that kind of like she was clinging on, like, I don't like him. And I was like, what's wrong?
Sometimes these dudes say slick stuff to these kids and they don't say nothing to you. You never know. You never know
What they do. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's that day I was like, he can come back over here no more. Why would he just, my daughter don't like him, but he just married. I don't care. He
It
can't
don't
come
matter.
back. And if you feel some way, you can't come back either.
Both of y'all can kick.
Exactly. Both of y'all both
Right.
cannot never come back. That's my
I've already made
house.
my mind up that if you hurt my child, you better be a damn good ducker. Because my mind is made and sealed. You better be a damn good ducker. That's all.
Yeah, my kids.
Well, I'm just, I feel sorry for kids that got to go through this, especially young girls that got to feel like, their backs against the wall, the world's against them, that some big, tough, gray tone man will take advantage of them and nobody's going to be there for them. Imagine being, I could just imagine.
You know what the worst part about our stuff is? All these beautiful grown women in the world.
And you
can't let a kid grow up. I mean, this is disgusting. All these grown women in the world, and you deliberately. I mean, it's like you planned.
They want a
it.
child.
It's like you planned
they want a child.
Yeah, you actually wanted. You actually planned that. That was a baby. That's the whole disgusting thing about it. It was a baby. So when did your filthy butt start doing what you did?
You was doing it for a long time.
Definitely. Yeah, man. Jesus Christ.
And then boy, if you go to jail, I then boy, if you go to jail I make man catch them and do something to them.
Yo, Jesus Christ couldn't come out of heaven right now and tell me that he wasn't priming this young girl.
Come on, for real.
He was a long time.
There's no other way to explain it. She turned 18 and they married her. There's no other way to explain it. That is just simply madness.
Right after she turned 18. He was definitely doing
it. It is insane.
She the mother was talking all this. Mother was talking so much nonsense. The ignorance was hitting me, so I couldn't even finish listening to it.
Yeah, I am probably
Yeah.
That's why I didn't
Nah,
bother to see
I
TV.
was like
I'm
that
gonna need
listening to. I couldn't
Miss
listen
Susan
to
out
her.
again.
I couldn't listen to the girl's entire life. Like it was just like,
And
what is
she,
she?
yeah, like I couldn't
Like
listen
where
to
she
her.
was, where she was coming from. It was like the whole thing was like trying to prove a point. Like y'all can't tell me what to do. I'm gonna do what I want to do and how I want to do it. And then,
And you
like
can
she said,
tell
I
by
don't
she
have no
talking
mama.
like a
My
child.
mama on drugs. My daddy not
She is
there. You know
not.
what I
She is
mean?
not of sound
I've
mind and
changed
body.
my
She's
life.
not of
You
sound
could
mind
tell
and
that
body.
she was
She's
Yeah,
not.
looking.
you 18, change your life from what?
Yeah, she's
Yes,
not of
you could
sound
tell
mind
she
and
was
body.
looking.
Yeah, you
She
ain't
was
even
looking for
change your life
she
from.
was looking for a daddy.
She haven't even started.
Yeah,
Like
She
Yeah,
doesn't.
yeah.
And when I say
She
looking
should
for
have
a
got. She should have
daddy,
got a daddy, not a man. Should have got a
well,
daddy,
see,
not a man.
you have to realize like there's grown women, still grown women. Like she's 18, but there's still grown women who are looking for a daddy. You know what I mean? And they're looking for that actual love from that person, but they're not realizing they don't love that person. They just love the fact that they got someone like a daddy around. You
Where's
know what
his
I mean?
responsibility?
She don't
He
even know
was
what
the
love
one.
is at her age.
Exactly, but
Like
that's
Nope.
why it's his
But
responsibility.
she
she
thinks
don't even know
she
who she don't even know who she is. We understand that, but she doesn't. You know what I mean?
because she
saying,
thinks she
right?
knows it all by just the way
Yeah,
she talks.
and
She
she
thinks,
yeah,
talks like
that's
a
typical.
child.
A typical 17, 18-year
yeah.
old. I
Yes.
know everything now. Y'all don't know
Mm-hmm.
nothing. I'm old. I discovered the world. I know everything. And 3 years later, you're like, wow, I know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
She's talking like a typical child. Like a
Exactly.
typical
Yep.
17,
And
18 year old.
somebody to reel her in, not somebody to need to
Oh,
take and go marry her.
And he's sitting right there next to her, like, yeah.
they just
Don't
hate.
worry about it. Don't worry about it, baby. I got this. I
And
did like
Son,
His
that's when you
brother,
wish she had a big brother, someone come catch him and put him in a sleeper hole.
his brother
Not
is
promoting
there
violence, but I
supporting
would do
him at
that
the
to him.
wedding. I'll be telling my man, you watch your boy, get your mother.
that's
Boy,
what I mean. Like this thing is it was so many different levels of like,
you know,
trying to
Like,
make
that
sense of
sound like
it.
Rosie Perez.
You go crazy.
I purposely didn't want to go to 3 hours again, but we have made it here to 3 hours. The comment section is still moving. We're gonna have to
Tuesday night.
shut this down. I don't know. OG might be busy. I might get with these guys and we might come back up here maybe Saturday or something and see what's going on with
My
this. It
birthday.
doesn't seem like a
Your birthday.
oh yeah.
My birthday.
Hey, everybody out there in the live,
we canceled
let's
the
wish
23rd.
T. You know, we didn't even get to half of the subject. That's why I ain't even got down to your birthday because I got it written down here, T. But we ain't even got down. We only did 3 of the subjects that we supposed to do tonight. We're supposed to do 5.
Save it for next week.
Yeah. Everybody in the comment section, everybody on the live, let's wish T a happy birthday. Happy birthday, T.
Happy birthday, T.
What you
Happy
gonna do for your
birthday.
birthday? And don't say drink.
18, drink one for me. Drink one for me.
I am gonna go see Stilly tomorrow night. I definitely
Okay,
have to go see Stilly tomorrow night. Like that.
Shot, man, say what's up.
I gotta do that.
Gosh,
And then
man.
my family's taking me out to dinner on Saturday off the hook. Seafood and chop.
Word.
Yeah. So thank you, loves. Yeah. So this is actually more of a cool weekend. This is the one weekend out of the month I didn't plan anything for because wanted to be around my family. Next
Word.
weekend going to my second home, Maryland. We're just gonna chill. Chill.
Whatever you do,
Well,
do it
that
well and
sound
do
like
it safe.
Rosie Perez.
I will be
I'm
partying.
gonna end up partying, but I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there tomorrow night. If y'all in this area, come through, buy me a drink. Cash
Big
App
up
Tahira
fruits
Abdul.
for them earth strong.
Yes, that's
Big
my
up fruits for them
name.
earth
If you want to
strong.
buy me
Real
a drink,
Hit that, Cherie.
Money and Refresh Friday. Money represents the denim and fitted. Like I said before, Virginia, y'all gotta represent because my cousin's birthday, he's on the flyer fruits. They're from Brooklyn, so all them
BK,
New
stand
Yorkers
up.
gonna be in there.
BK, stand up.
So and Stilly Bashman, he's Brooklyn all day, every day. If y'all see me in a fitted, I got it on because my husband probably gonna buy me a fitted.
Just tell them, Cherie, straight jeans, get it.
Oh, yes, I'm gonna be singing that song. So it's at Portsmouth, the Blue Lagoon. So y'all be there if y'all in the area. Come party with us, cause I love to party. Like my husband said, my foot's still hot.
Hey, T, put your
put my cash app in here.
Corey. Corey want to give you
Corey gonna give me a birthday present.
Halloween mask party. October 29th. Don't forget Dirty Decks will be in the building. Be at the C Center. It's gonna be crazy. I see y'all now power went down. So y'all know how the action was. So if you in the area, if you're in the 757 Hampton Roads area, make sure you show up to this one. Definitely show up to this one. The Money Aroma family, big up on yourself. T, you put that in there already?
I thought I did. Did it not come through?
No, put it in the
chat, in the YouTube chat.
Oh, missing.
PK all day. I don't know what this is. I've been rubbing it there. You know what? That's for my husband.
Bush background nights, Vanderveer, where I talk about the whole. Corey, there you go. Don't forget that when you send us money at YouTube also takes half of all the money that you send here. But still appreciate every donation that you make because it helps.
Definitely. Oh, I got both of those there in Apple Pay. I know that's right.
There goes her thing, Corey. There you go. Hey man, what you saying, T?
I was gonna say I put my Zelle as my email. Night nurse at Yahoo.
Night nurse.
Only you.
So, hit that up, Corey. Thanks for everybody that came out. Lola, hey.
Well, you see,
Miss Bird got plans for Lola getting a T-shirt, boy. I tell you what.
I'm an advocate for the T-shirt. Hey, Lola.
We've been trying to get that shirt forever.
Miss Bird talk about donating services.
Send your home girl. I mean, we can work something out.
She's talking about donating services.
Yeah, send her. We'll see if she's really. Let's see what her.
Hey, it says we'll work for T-shirt. We'll work for T-shirt.
Yeah. What am I do though? No.
Oh, say hi for Lola T-shirt.
You know it already. Razor go kick rocks, fool.
Oh man, all right.
We're gonna be out of here tonight, man. All the shirt haters, y'all can kick rocks like Razor. Man, we had fun tonight. AGP family, thanks for showing up tonight. Tell our people we out of here. People are still commenting in the comment section, but it's 3 hours, so we gotta go. But we will be back here next week. Continue this conversation. That dude is a worthless piece of crap. I hope that young lady one day recovers from this and can bask in being the queen that she really is. AGP world, tell our people we out of here, man. People, we love y'all.
Peace.